Thank you, Kendra. Thank you. Want to give a shout out tonight to the Glenwood Little League. Here tonight for a little Raptor baseball on a Friday night. Thank you to the Glenwood Little League. Thank you for joining us. Also, thank you to the Harbourcats Little League team. Let's give your Raptors another big hand as they take the field.
Ridgefield Raptors baseball. The pregame show starts right now. Ridgefield Raptors play host to the Victoria Harbourcats.
Third base is in center and Trent Prokes in right. First pitch is thrown, and it's a high fly ball to left field. Sepulveda going back, looking up into the sun, and is able to find it to make the grab. One pitch and one out for Aiden Vespi, retiring Grady Morgan. And we're underway here in the first inning. A little bit early, about 30 seconds prior to the 6:35 start. And we are well on our way here in the top of the first. Jasada Brown, the batter, out of UC Santa Barbara. So Ridgefield coming in, winning 2 series in a row and 4 of their last 5 games, and now back at home. Here's the next pitch from Vespi, also swung on, popped up down the right field side. Foul territory. Doyle Kane is unable to get there in time. And so it's an 0-1 count to Jasada Brown from Seattle, Washington. Aiden Vespi making his 3rd appearance in a Ridgefield Raptor uniform. 6 foot, 175-pound right-hander, sophomore two-way player at Embry-Riddle down in Prescott, Arizona. He's a right-hander on the mound today for Ridgefield. 1 away here in the top of the first. Next pitch is swung on and again fouled away. He's thrown 3 pitches. All of them have been swung on. 1 for a fly ball out. The other 2 fouled away by Jasada Brown. Aiden Vespi, like I said, two-way player. He actually got 55 at-bats this year for Embry-Riddle. Hit .255 with 6 doubles. He also was second on the team in innings pitched, so he was a big factor on both sides. Here's the 0-2, fouled back. 3 straight swings from Jasada Brown and 3 straight foul balls. Through 71 innings this year did Aiden Vespi for the NAIA school of Embry-Riddle. Had a 5.07 ERA, started 11 games and had 4 complete games, did Aiden Vespi. He's got 1 out here in the top of the first inning, goes into the wind, and the righty deals a high fly ball to right center field. Not too deep, fairly long run for Trent Prokes, and the right fielder does come in and make the catch. So a battle for Jasada Brown, who fights off a few pitches and fouls him away, but ultimately flies out. And 2 away, bases empty here in the top of the first for Roberto Gonzalez. The first game that Victoria has played against Ridgefield in 1,064 days. It was a long gap between two games between Victoria and Ridgefield. And we end that hiatus here tonight. As Aiden Vespi throws outside ball 1. The whole league stopped in 2020 and did not play. And then in 2021, the American teams played. The 2 Canadian teams took a hiatus, and the 3 other Canadian teams that were expected to make their debut pushed back a year until this season. Here's a fastball grounded towards second base. Sukata dives for it, makes the play behind second base, throws to first in time. Jake Sukata flashes the leather, and the Portland Pilot goes flying behind second base, turns around to make the play. 3 up, 3 down for Aiden Vespi in the first inning, with a little help from his second baseman and a couple outfielders as well. But the highlight play by Sukata to retire Roberto Gonzalez. 3 up, 3 down in the first, and we head to the bottom half of the first inning here at the Rourke. It's the Harbourcats nothing, and the Ridgefield Raptors coming up.
Kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
We head to the bottom of the first inning here from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. So glad that you're with us here as Ridgefield kind of gets into the heart of this season. Still in the first half of the summer, but things kind of picking up here as we really get into the rhythm of series after series in the West Coast League. A lot fewer non-league games this year. Ridgefield played 10 games that weren't West Coast League official contests last year. This year, just 4 of them. And pretty much every game counting towards the standings. They all matter. Ridgefield got in via a tiebreaker last year. One more loss would have meant no playoffs for Ridgefield a year ago. And now this year, Ridgefield in playoff positioning. It's early, 17 games in. Ridgefield 10-7, Victoria 8-9. And now we head to the bottom of the first. No score, with thanks to Jake Sukata, made an excellent play at second base to close the top of the first inning. He now will open the bottom of the first. And the opening pitch from Noah Takis is outside for ball 1 to Jake Sukata, hitting .300 on the year so far. One of 6 players on the Ridgefield team who are batting .300 or better. And he leads off for the Raptors today. 1-0 changeup is just off the plate. And ball 2 to Jake Sukata from Aiea, Hawaii. He'll be followed by Mikey Kane and Trent Prokes in the first inning. 2-0 pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. So it goes Sukata, Kane, Prokes, then Will Chambers, the cleanup hitter. Isaac Lovings bats 5th. Doyle Kane is 6th. Batting 7th for the Raptors is Alex Sepulveda, then Austin Cavanis and Travis Welker round out the lineup. The 2-1 pitch down and away to Jake Sukata. And it's a 3-1 count to the leadoff man for the Raptors after Aiden Vespi went 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. Here's the 3-1. Grounder towards second base, a 2-bouncer, fielded eye level by the second baseman Chang. And he's able to throw out his fellow second baseman. And there's one away in the bottom of the first. Good to see Victoria back in Clark County, play a road series here. Just second time ever they've done that. These two teams overlapped in the 2019 season. Ridgefield's first in the league, and Victoria was making their 6th in the league.
Mikey Kane.
And so they played 2 series back in 2019. Here's Mikey Kane stepping in against Noah Takis. Off-speed pitch is called a strike. 1 out, nobody on, no score. Here from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Takis goes into the line for the 0-1. Slider hit foul over the Ridgefield dugout towards Chris Cota, the head coach for the Raptors. Mikey Kane, who's hitting .298 on the year. Mentioned there were 6 guys who are hitting .300 or better. And Mikey Kane is about as close as you can get while not technically being in that group. Now he lines up a ball into left field on the 0-2 pitch. And he's able to handle it and serve it up for a base hit to left field. Mikey Kane gets aboard to restart a streak. He had just snapped a 14-game streak to open the year where he reached base in every game. And then yesterday did not reach in any at-bat. That was the first time all year. And he wastes little time to restart a new streak. And Mikey Kane singles here in the first. No score yet. Trent Prokes steps up. Out of Cal State Bakersfield. Middle infield into double play depth for Todd Haney's crew, the Victoria head coach last 3 years. Trent Prokes takes the first pitch for a ball. Mikey Kane on first. Prokes at the plate. Will Chambers on deck. A fastball down and away to Prokes. And it's 2-0 to the left-hand hitter. Playing right field today. Mostly been in right, played a little bit in center field. Third baseman playing off the line. That's Roberto Gonzalez. And the middle infield playing up the middle. The 2-0 offering to Trent Prokes is swung on. Soft grounder towards second. Luke Chain throws to second base. The shortstop turning, rolling, throws in time. And the inning is over. A 4-6-3 twin killing. And both pitchers face the minimum in the first inning. No score through 1 inning of play here from the Rourke. Stay with us for inning number 2 between the Harbourcats and the Ridgefield Raptors.
Hey, baseball fans. After the game, visit A&A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A&A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban. Or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A&A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A&A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
And thank you to Don Bell over at Evergreen Home Loans. You get speed through the base.
Well, Ridgefield has come in 2 series victories in a row. Now, though the loss yesterday to Portland in the series finale does drop Ridgefield below the Pickles in the standings. Again, a lot of games left, so you're not too concerned with whether a few percentage points put you up or down at this point in the season. But last year came down to the very final game of the year, so every contest matters. Ridgefield came into that Portland series, last 3 days, below the Pickles in the standings. After winning 2 days in a row, they leapfrogged Portland and then lost the finale to get just below the Pickles in the Southern Division standings. But Ridgefield in good position. They're 10-7 on the year. Aiden Vespi back onto the mound, top of the second inning. He's facing Jake Skipworth, the first baseman for the Harbourcats, who watches an off-speed pitch inside for ball 1. Vespi, a fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup guy, 4-pitch mix. The 1-0 offering from him is a bit high. Check swing. Skipworth did go around, and it is strike 1. 1-1 the count to Jake Skipworth. It'll be Michael Sukalis and Clark Henry to come up this inning for the Harbourcats. No score yet, top of the second. 1 ball and 1 strike from Aiden Vespi. Right-hander kicks and a fastball over the plate for strike 2. Got ahead of each hitter in the first inning. Got 2 flyouts and a ground out against a Victoria team that's in the top half in the league in offense, average 6 runs a game. Here comes the 1-2 from Vespi. It's high and swung on to right field. Trent Prokes takes a couple steps in and looking directly at the sun, it's unfazed. Makes the catch. 1 away in the second inning. Michael Sukalis is the batter.
Number 27, the designated hitter, Michael Sukalis.
Started 4 games this year for his college team, the Seattle University Redhawks. He's from Arlington, Washington. Now back in his home state, in the Evergreen State, playing Ridgefield. First pitch to him from Aiden Vespi is swung on and missed. Nice kid. I went down to double-check the pronunciation on his name, and he told me Sukalis. Came back up here and realized, did he say Sukalis or Sukalis? I forget. Went all the way back down there, asked him again. He was very gracious and said, it's all good, no worries, I get that a lot. Thanks for asking. Nice kid. Here's the second pitch to him. Is low, ball 1. 1-1 to Sukalis. 1 for 5 so far. Just played a couple games joining the team. Went 1 for 2 with a double yesterday when they hosted Wenatchee in Victoria. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in a scoreless contest. Vespi gets a line drive down the right field side, and Sukalis has a base hit. He'll round first and hold up there with a 1-out single for Michael Sukalis. First base runner of the day for the Victoria Harbourcats. And that's with 1 out here in the second inning. We'll bring up Clark Henry.
Number 17, the right fielder,
So Aiden Vespi retires the first 4 guys he faces, and now will pitch out of the stretch for the first time. The Reno, Nevada product. Sophomore right-handed pitcher. With 1 away, throws a fastball high for ball 1. Plays for Embry-Riddle University. They're in the CalPAC Conference. Just joined this year. Their debut season was this spring, and Vespi was one of their inaugural players. 1-0 pitch from Vespi is just outside. 2-0 the count. They went 27-27 on the year, did Embry-Riddle. Matching Ridgefield, the Raptors in their inaugural year just a couple years ago went 27-27. Something about that exact record for new teams. 2-0 the count. Fastball is in there for strike one with Michael Tsoukalis bluffing a steal, but holds it first. Embry-Riddle debuted this year. It was supposed to be back in 2021 to make their first year of baseball in the NAIA level. They had to wait 542 days from when the announcement was made that they're going to play baseball to when they actually did. Here's an actual steal attempt. Swung on and missed. The throw a bit high and not in time to get Tsoukalis. The throw elevated, and Jake Tsukata had to jump for it, was unable to hold on to the ball, and Tsoukalis gets a stolen base on the play on the swing and a miss from Clark Henry. So it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position for the first time for either team. Top of the second. 1 away so far from Aiden Vespi. Kicks and deals with a fastball on the outside corner. Got him looking. Clark Henry knew it. And it's the first punch out of the day for Aiden Vespi. On a 2-2 pitch right after the stolen base. Gets a big out. And now it's Luke Chang.
22, the second baseman, Luke Chang.
He's hitting .279 on the year. Hails from Illinois State University. And now playing his summer ball in British Columbia. Aiden Vespi looks back at the runner at second with the wind blowing left to right here at the field. Throws the fastball for a strike. Sitting high 80s on the fastball. A little bit of movement there on the heater. 0-1 the count, 2 down, runner on second. And a scoreless ball game from the Rourke. Outfield playing straight up to Luke Chang, right-handed hitter. The 0-1 to him is elevated, ball 1. Aiden Vespi coming up from Prescott, Arizona to play summer ball here in Ridgefield. He's from Reno. Made his debut for the Raptors 8 days ago. Got 4 outs, did not allow a run. Then 2 days later went a scoreless inning as well. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, just misses. Ball 2 on the slider. 2-1. So in total coming into this game, he had faced 8 batters, gave up just 1 single, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. No runs yet allowed, but small sample size, 2 1/3 innings. 1 scoreless inning so far here today. 2-1 pitch as well outside. Good block by Isaac Lovings. And it's 3-1 from Aiden Vespi. First base is open. If Chang reaches, Josh Rolling would come up next. Aiden Vespi looking in, now comes set. The runner on second taking a good-sized lead behind him. The 3-1 is fouled back on the four-seam fastball. And now it's a full count with 2 outs to Luke Chang. Second baseman for Victoria. With 4 doubles on the year. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second for the Harbourcats. Jumping around at second base is Michael Tsoukalis. Here's the pitch from Vespi. It is below the knees, ball 4. And the second base runner of the inning, Luke Chang, reaches. And it will be Josh Rolling with 2 aboard, 2 down here in the second inning.
Josh Rolling.
Victoria 8-9 on the year. They don't have any sweeps by the winning or losing method. Haven't been swept, haven't swept anyone else. Other than they did win both games against Nanaimo. Didn't get all 3 games in. So if you count 2-0 as sweep, then they have 1 of those. Same for Ridgefield. Fastball on the first pitch, grounded through the left side by Rolling. They'll give the wave around for Tsoukalis. The throw in from left field from Sepulveda is not in time. It's an RBI single for Josh Rolling on the first pitch to left field. And that scores Tsoukalis to get Victoria on the board. It's 1-0 Harbourcats. Luke Chang into second base and Rolling with the RBI. And now Josh Walker will be the batter with 2 down here in the second. This inning began with a fly out, then a single, a stolen base, and another single brings around a run. Top of the second inning, and the curveball for a strike to Josh Walker. Ridgefield's used to playing from behind. They went the 6-game homestand last week, got behind in every game. In fact, the first team to score at every contest was the opposing team. Ridgefield came back in 3 of those games, went 3-3 on that homestand. Here's another curveball. This one swung on and missed. It's 0-2 as Vespi goes to the breaking ball. Mostly been fastball today, but throws the spinner a couple of times and gets 2 strikes out of it. 0-2 the count with 2 away. Aiden Vespi comes set. Looks back at second. Now here's the 0-2. Goes back to the fastball. Line drive again through the left side. The wave around Luke Chang. Running around from second. The throw from Sepulveda is cut off. Chang scores. It's 2 straight RBI singles for Victoria, and it's 2-0 here in the second. Almost identical play. RBI single to left field. First one scores Sukalis. The second one brings around Luke Chang on those singles by Josh Rolling and Josh Walker. And so we're back to the top of the order for the Harbourcats. It's Grady Morgan, the batter, the center fielder, who flew out in his first at-bat. With 2 down, he takes a changeup on the outside edge for strike 1. Aiden Vespi had gotten ahead 0-2 on Josh Walker. After 2 breaking balls, then tried to get the heater past him, but wasn't hard hit, just perfectly placed through the left side. Runners are going, hit and run. A line drive to right field. Trent Prokes dives. He cannot hang on to it. It scores another run on the hit and run and a diving attempt. It'll go down as a single for Grady Morgan and a 3rd consecutive RBI base hit for the Harbourcats. And now Victoria leads at 3-0 with Josh Rolling scoring. Walker gets to 3rd on the play. And Tyler Raskin will walk out to chat with Aiden Vespi. 3-run inning here in the second for Victoria. And Josiah Brown will be the hitter following the mound visit with Aiden Vespi. He had not allowed a run coming into this ball game. Granted, he'd only gone 2 1/3 innings. But still, they had been scoreless. And through a 1-2-3 first inning and had 2 outs with no runs in. All these runs have come with 2 away. Victoria has scored 3 in a row on 3 straight singles. And 4 hits on the day so far for the Harbourcats. They're trying to get back to 500. They're 8-9 after losing yesterday to Wenatchee. Whereas Ridgefield coming off a series win. 24 hits in the series against Portland, but did get shut out yesterday 5-0 after winning the first 2 games against the Pickles. Well, Tyler Raskin walks back to the dugout, and Aiden Vespi will try to get one more out here against Victoria. Josiah Brown, the batter, 8th hitter to come to the plate this inning. Breaking ball above the belt, and it's 1-0 from Aiden Vespi. Mentioned this yesterday, but want to congratulate Tyler Raskin one more time. Just yesterday, accepted a new job, becoming the pitching coach at St. Martin's in Washington. So Tyler Raskin getting a new job, most recently at Kentucky Christian, and moving over to the D2 level in the GNAC. So congratulations to Tyler, staying in the Pacific Northwest. Here's Aiden Vespi's 1-0 pitch. Fastball check swing and bounced off the backstop, a foul ball, as Josiah Brown couldn't hold back on the heater up and in. It's 1-1 from Aiden Vespi. Soft wind from left to right here will help any fly ball out towards right field. Already tough enough for the right fielder Prokes, looking in towards the sun. Could have ended the inning on that line drive, but the sun directly behind the ball and had to dive for it and couldn't hold on. A slider on the outside edge for strike 2. Now, Ridgefield is down by 3, but they're arguably the top offense in the league, and so a 3-run deficit is not too big to overcome for Ridgefield. First in the league in home runs with 16 of them. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and again bounced through the left side. Also will score a run. 4th consecutive single for Victoria. 3 of them to left field through that same hole between Welker and Mikey Kane. And into left field for an RBI base hit for Josiah Brown.
Now the plate is Roberto Gonzalez.
Pushes Grady Morgan to second base. It scores Josh Walker from third. It's now 4-0 Victoria, top of the second inning. And Roberto Gonzalez will come up next as Victoria has now batted around the order. Still 2 outs, runners on first and second. And a fastball for a strike. All 4 runs coming in with 2 outs. And Victoria not content to go away quietly. Keep on making contact. 0-1 the count from Aiden Vespi. Kicks, and the pitch is sliced down the right field line, foul. And 0-2 to Roberto Gonzalez. playing his 4th game for the Harbourcats, has hit well to begin. 5 for 11 coming into today. Plays at the Division I level in the Southland Conference for the University of the Incarnate Word, based in San Antonio. 2 on for him with a 2-strike pitch. Bounced high chopper to third base. Travis Welker running in. Can't make the play. It's another single for Victoria as Welker had a long run just to field that ball. Couldn't come up with it cleanly. Having to run in about 7 steps just to grab it. And even if he had fielded it cleanly, it would have been a tough play to throw out Gonzalez. It's an infield single. No RBI this time as that just loads the bases. And now it's Jake Skipworth, who will come up here in the 2nd inning for his 2nd at-bat. He led off this inning and flew out, and now he comes up for a 2nd time. 2 away, he watches an off-speed high for ball 1. So this inning began with a fly out to right field. Then Sukalis singled and Clark Henry struck out. So there's 2 outs and 1 on, and every player since then has reached. Want to know the count, 2 away, bases juice for the Harbourcats, a fastball down. Ball 2 from Vespi. He's only walked 1 hitter in the string, and that was when there was a runner on second and first base was open, so the walk didn't advance anybody. Other than that, it's just been line drives to the left side mostly, or ground balls, just kind of seeing eye singles. 2-0 pitch also misses. 3 balls, no strikes, and the base is loaded. There is some activity in the Ridgefield bullpen as Aiden Vespi tries to get through the 2nd inning. Here's the 3-0. That one does find the zone. Three balls and a strike to Jake Skipworth. Next pitch is just missing, ball 4, and that walks in a run. And now it's 5-0 with Victoria taking a larger lead. Skipworth gets the RBI in his 2nd plate appearance of the inning.
Now the plate is Michael Sukalis.
That scores Grady Morgan. Jasada Brown to 3rd, Gonzalez to 2nd, Skipworth to 1st, and Sukalis gets another AB. It's Isaac Keene out in the bullpen for the Raptors. Jet Lotus also jogs out there. But right now Keene is getting hot out in left field. Isaac Levings jogs out to chat with Aiden Vespi. 5 runs in on the inning on 6 hits, no errors. There are 3 aboard right now for Michael Sukalis, who had the first base hit of the ball game. It was earlier this inning. And the first of 6 guys to get a base hit this frame. Sukalis from Seattle University is probably going to face a different pitcher here after Lovings talks with Vespi. Now Chris Cota takes the stroll out to the mound and will replace Aiden Vespi and call for, I believe, Isaac Keene. Double check to make sure that is the right-hander out of West Texas A&M, and indeed it is. So Isaac Keene will come in, and the top of the 2nd inning. Bases loaded for Isaac, 2 down. And he will be facing Michael Sukalis once he's finished with his warm-up pitches here in the 2nd inning. Hey, fans, want to remind you this Sunday, 2 days from now, Kids Get In Free Day. That's normal, but we've got extra promotions here. Typically, kids 12 and under can get in free, 2 kids with each paid adult. But add on top of that, it's Blazers Day. Got Blazers dancers, there's a stunt team, many Blazer prizes. I'm excited to see it, so bring the kids out Sunday for the series finale against Victoria. That starts at 1:05 on Sunday. Every Ridgefield home game at 6:35, unless it's a Sunday, then it's a 1:05 start. So that's Sunday. Also, the Dash for Cash is coming up. That's 5 days from now during the Portland series, June 29th. $1,000 hard cash out in the outfield. So the kids age 6 to 12 can run out there and snatch up some dollar bills. That Dash for Cash brought to you by IQ Credit Union. So that's June 29th for the Dash for Cash. Well, Isaac Keene comes in, plays in Canyon, Texas for West Texas A&M. It's from Norwalk, Connecticut. And the right-hander enters here. Used to pitch for Keene State. It's a D3 institution. Transferred after 4 years there to West Texas A&M, a D2 college. And has played 1 year so far for the Buffaloes, starting 6 games this past spring. Now playing for the Ridgefield Raptors. Had a good appearance a couple days ago in Portland. Helped save that game against the Pickles in the extra inning affair. And he got out of a jam. That was 2 days ago. 2-run lead for Ridgefield, but there were 2 runners in scoring position. And so Ridgefield was threatening to relinquish the lead. And Portland was threatening a tying run at second. Only 1 out. And Isaac Keene came in. Kind of thought for a moment as he was coming in, I haven't really been in this situation for a long time. And then he told me after, actually, I haven't ever been in this situation. He said, I've been a starting pitcher for so long, I haven't come in inheriting a jam like that. Now he again enters with bases loaded, 2 down. Michael Sukalis, the batter. 5-0 lead for the Harbourcats, first pitch down and away. For the record, he came in, and even though it wasn't a normal situation for him, he did well. With 1 out and 2 in scoring position, get a pop-up and then a strikeout, inning over, and no runs came in. Here's the 1-0 pitch, fouled away. 2 down, bases loaded. Now the situation is different. It's not a 2-run lead to protect. He's just trying to keep the game close. Ridgefield still has 8 more times they can come to the plate. A 5-run deficit, however, is not where they wanted to be early in the game, but still a lot of innings to make up the deficit, and Isaac Keene can keep it relatively close. Here's the 1-1 pitch, off speed, just inside. And it's a 2-1 count to Michael Sukalis. 2 for 6 on the year. He singled down to right field. Almost got an extra base hit out of it, but Trent Prokes did a good job of cutting it off before it got to the wall. Sukalis ended up scoring the first of 5 runs this inning. 2-1 off speed fools him. Swings in front of it. And Isaac Keene has 2 strikes now on Michael Sukalis. Will tie the shoes before trying to get a punch out here of Sukalis, or an out of any method will do. Victoria scoring 5 runs with 2 outs. Soft wind out to right field as Isaac Keene comes set. The right-hander looking in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball fouled back. 89 mile an hour. Keene sitting not the same as Vespi, 87 to 89. For the 6-foot-tall right-handed pitcher. Facing Michael Sukalis. Clark Henry on deck for the Harbourcats. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Isaac Keene kicks, and a fastball got him swinging. Isaac Keene does his job. Gets Sukalis to strike out in his second at-bat of the second inning. He goes 1 for 2 in the inning and punches out to close the frame. Victoria gets 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors, 3 left aboard. 2 punch-outs in the frame and 2 walks as well. We head to the bottom of the second. Ridgefield tries to make up some of that deficit and get back into this one. We'll see if they can do it when we return on the Raptors live stream.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole. Got it. So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sales for details.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors.
Bottom of the second inning here in Ridgefield as the Raptors spot the Victoria Harbourcats a 5-0 lead. 5 runs in on the top of the second. But now it's Will Chambers to lead off to try to get some of those runs back here in the first series of the year against Victoria. Ridgefield, one of the top teams in the Southern Division, 3 games above 500. Victoria is third in the Northern Division, third out of 8 teams. They're 8-9 on the year. Off speed outside on the first pitch from Noah Takis to open up the home half of the second inning. Will Chambers getting his first at-bat of the day. Hitting .340 on the year is Will Chambers. Second pitch to him, hit hard to right field. Takes the right fielder Henry back to the top of the wall, and it hits the fence. Henry gets it back in quickly, and Will Chambers has to be content with a single, as that one was just a foot or two below the wall, the top of the wall. And it's about the hardest hit single that you'll see. A leadoff base hit for Will Chambers to right field. A screamer that if it just got up in the air a little more, could have gotten out for sure. And now Isaac Loving's the batter, and that ball skips away from the catcher, and Will Chambers will advance to second on a wild pitch. That went over the head of Isaac Lovings. And so Will Chambers, glad he didn't try to stretch that into a double, got to second moments later. Clark Henry had made a really good throw from right field. And that ball got back to the fence so quickly and ricocheted right back to him. It kind of backfired for Will Chambers, but still got the base hit. Now he's on second. 1-0 the count to Isaac Lovings. Fastball hits it through the right side and into right field for a base hit. Will Chambers will get the stop sign at third. And the Raptors quickly have runners on the corners with nobody out in the second inning. Isaac Lovings, a second pitch, single to right field. And the Raptors are threatening here in the second inning. Gave up 5 runs in the top half of this inning. And quickly coming back to try to put some runs on the board. It's Doyle Kane up next. Alex Sepulveda will follow. Middle infield and double play combo. Outfield playing straight up. First baseman Doyle Kane at the dish to face Noah Takis for the first time, who misses high. Ball 1. Doyle Kane at College of the Canyons, been there for 3 years already. Really only played 1 season due to COVID. COC did not have a season last year, but played the full year this year. And now back in Ridgefield after playing for the Raptors last summer. Here's the 1-0. Swung out and grounded through the right side. Base hit. Will Chambers scores. Doyle Kane with a single. Isaac Loving stops at second. 3 straight singles to begin the second inning. Doyle Kane punches it through the right side, and the Raptors are on the board. An RBI base hit for Doyle Kane. It's 5-1 Victoria. So now it doesn't matter if Will Chambers got a home run or a single. Either way, he scored with no outs. Was 2 feet from missing that home run. But he scores a couple batters later. Now it's Alex Sepulveda, the batter, right-hand hitter, also from College of the Canyons. And the first pitch to the left fielder is taken for a strike. 5-1, the lead for Victoria. All 6 runs in this game scored this inning. Ridgefield got down by 5 in a game earlier this year at this ballpark. Came back to blow out Walla Walla in that contest. 3rd game of the year. 0-1 pitch to Sepulveda is low, ball 1. Ridgefield was trailing 6-1 and proceeded to score 13 runs in 1 inning. And did not relinquish that lead, winning 23-12 in that contest. Easier said than done, coming back from a 5-run deficit, but Ridgefield chipping away. Here's a ground ball over the mound, fielded by the second baseman. Chang throws to first and does retire Sepulveda. It does advance both runners, and the Raptors now have 2 aboard in scoring position and 1 out. As Sepulveda is put away, 4-3 on the putout, and Austin Cavanis is the batter. So Isaac Lovings scoots to third, Doyle Kane to second. And now the Cal Poly outfielder, Austin Cavanis, comes up with 1 away. 4-run deficit and a chance to add on to the 2 RBI so far for Austin out of Chico, California. Third baseman playing in is Roberto Gonzalez, even with the bag, but way off the line. Cavanagh swings, high chopper to first base. Both runners sprint for 90 more feet. The first baseman, Skipworth, settles for the out at first, and Cavanagh will get credit for an RBI on an unassisted putout by Skipworth. It scores Lovings from third, and Doyle Kane advances to third, and it's a 2-run inning for the Ridgefield Raptors. Now still down by 3, but just to get a couple runs back and undercut that difficult top of the second inning is a good sign for Ridgefield. If you go scoreless this inning and let Victoria come back to the plate, already leading by 5, that's a much different story. Travis Welker comes up next, with the Raptors already scoring multiple runs this inning. 3-run deficit is still sizable, but feels a lot different than 5-0. Welker takes a strike. With 2 down, runner at third for the Raptors. Trying to make it a 3-run inning. Here's an off-speed pitch. Welker takes it again for a strike. Also just healthy to see Ridgefield scoring. They, for the first time this season, got shut out. That was last night against Portland. Ridgefield scoring almost 8 runs a game, but did not score at all yesterday, and for the first time today get on the board here in the second inning. 0-2 offering is outside to Travis Welker. Hitting .275 on the year. So the 9-hole hitter getting his first at-bat of the day. He's got Doyle Kane at third. And 2 down. Infield playing back. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Welker. Fastball down in the dirt. And it's 2-2 to Travis Welker. Ridgefield second in the league in slugging percentage. There's 16 teams in the league, by the way. So second is pretty good. Third in batting average. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Welker. Grounder towards second on the second hop. Chang fields and makes the short throw to first base to in the frame. Well, Ridgefield does get 2 runs back after spotting Victoria 5 runs in the top half of the inning. They cut into the lead. Do strand a runner at third, but they get 2 runs on 3 hits to open the inning. And so Ridgefield cuts the lead almost in half. We head to the top of the third inning. It's the Harbourcats 5. And the Ridgefield Raptors, 2.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. The nice. Now play ball.
West Food Services.
We head to the top of the third inning with Isaac Keene continuing for the Ridgefield Raptors. Got the big strikeout to close the second and stranded the bases loaded at Isaac Keene. He's now facing Clark Henry to open up the top of the third. 5-2 lead for the Victoria Harbourcats, and Isaac Keene tosses low, ball 1. So last 2 appearances for Ridgefield, he has entered with multiple runners in scoring position. This time the bases loaded. Got 2 outs to strand both runners in scoring position 2 days ago. Got the 1 out to strand the bases loaded today. Now foul ball to make it 1-1. And now he's starting out an inning clean. He had just gotten those 2 outs against Portland and then exited. So he just had the 2 outs, and that was it for Isaac Keene 2 days ago. So now finally an inning where he just starts it, bases empty. The job is just up to him for a little while. Different scenario for him. And now steps off the rubber against Clark Henry. 5-2 lead for Victoria, top of the third inning. Here at the Rourke. 1 ball and 1 strike from Aiden Vespi. Works from the stretch at all times. or from Isaac Keene, Foul ball behind home plate. Isaac Keene from West Texas A&M. If you think that he would be unused to starting innings clean, don't worry. He's a starting pitcher normally, and so this sort of scenario is something he's used to. If anything, the opposite was unusual for him, but he's handled it like a seasoned vet. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled back from Isaac Keene. Clark Henry, the batter from University of Texas, San Antonio. So two Texas guys, one who plays his college ball in Canyon, Texas, and the other in San Antonio. 1-2 the count from Isaac Keene. The outfield playing somewhat deep. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken on the outer half. Strike 3 called. Isaac Keene begins the third inning with a punch out. Luke Chang, the batter, who walked and scored last inning. Victoria scoring all 5 runs last frame with 2 outs. Ridgefield came back with 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning. And so it's 5-2 Victoria. The shadows lengthening here at the Rourke. Sunset still a couple hours away, almost. A ball inside, and it's 1-0 to Luke Chang out of Illinois State. Isaac Keene from the stretch, looking into his battery mate. Isaac Levingston comes set. The 1-0 pitch from Isaac is swung on and fouled back, 1-1. Started out the camp today. Ridgefield players help out with the kids' camp, come in and learn baseball from the guys who know it pretty well, all these college players, and the coaches, of course, kind of heading things up. And so had 150 or so kids here at the Rourke today running around and throwing the baseball, getting some hacks in. 1 ball, 1 strike from Isaac Keene. Kicks and fires a fastball, hit to the right center field gap. That'll get down for a base hit. Trent Prokes cuts it off in the gap. Good play by him to limit that to a single for Isaac Keene, or for Luke Chang. Singles off of Isaac Keene. And Victoria has a base runner here in the third inning. Josh Rolling will be the batter. 1 out and 1 on. Victoria up by 3. Asked Nick Allen how the camp went. The assistant coach for Ridgefield said it went well. And said the guys were really good with all the youngsters. And he said it honestly. I could tell he really meant it. It wasn't just, they did fine. It was, no, they did really well with the kids and enjoyed it. First pitch, ground ball back up the middle, splits the middle infielders, and into center field for a base hit for Josh Rolling. And 2 straight singles for the Harbourcats. They've got runners on first and second with 1 out and the top of the third inning. Josh Walker is the batter, rounding out the lineup for Victoria. He's from Sacramento State. Left fielder today for the Harbourcats. 2 aboard for Victoria. Trying to add on to the lead and get some of those runs back that Ridgefield scored last inning. With 1 out, Isaac Keene throws an off-speed pitch that gets Walker to swing over it. Victoria 5 runs last inning. Ridgefield came back with 2 of their own. Walker had an RBI single in the middle of that string on an 0-2 pitch and punched it through the left side. Here's the 0-1 to him with Isaac Keene looking back a couple of times at second base. Now throws with the runners going. Isaac Levings throws to third. Not in time. He's safe at third. Both runners move up a base. And now there's runners at second and third. Isaac Keene did a good job of looking back the runner. You could tell that Luke Chang at second wanted to steal third, and Keene varied his timing. And on the second look, Chang kind of hesitated for a moment and then still took off and was almost thrown out at third. Here's the 0-2 pitch, fouled away. So Chang gets a stolen base, and Josh Rolling on his heels steals second. So Rolling in scoring position, Chang 90 feet ahead of him. 1 out, 2 on. Victoria is up 5-2 in this contest. Isaac Keene with the 0-2 pitch upcoming to Josh Walker. Here it comes. Breaking ball down the third base side, fielded by Welker. He only has 1 play to first base and just does beat Josh Walker. It's an RBI ground out. And those stolen bases come out big for Victoria as that ground ball puts in another run. And it's now 6-2 Harbourcats. Top of the order coming up, Grady Morgan is the batter. He had one of those RBI singles last inning as Victoria went back-to-back in singles. 5 straight base hits they had last inning. And 6 singles in the second inning overall. Breaking ball starts out the at-bat. It's high for ball 1 to Grady Morgan. Josiah Brown is on deck for Victoria. Beautiful temperatures and weather here in Clark County today. Not a cloud in the sky. 1-0 pitch, a fastball for a strike. It's 1-1. And the throw gets back to second base and almost advances the runners. Went over Isaac Keene. And the runner from second, Josh Rolling, stays there. So Luke Chang scores. Rolling did not advance to third on that ground ball, but Chang did score. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch, a high fly ball to right field. Trent Prokes going back, turns around, and hits the wall midway up. It'll score a run on a single for Grady Morgan. Second time a player's hit the wall and gotten a single out of it to right field. On a well-hit liner by Grady Morgan. It's got a second RBI single on the day. And now it's Victoria 7 and Ridgefield 2. So Rolling scores. Josiah Brown the batter with a runner on first. 2 runs in on 3 hits so far for Victoria. Like I said, they're in the top half in the league in hitting in most statistical categories. Not as much as Ridgefield, who's first, second, or third in almost every category. Breaking ball swung on, hit down the third base portion of the work, and foul. And 0-1 the count to Josiah Brown, who had one of those RBI singles last inning through left field after flying out to right field in his first at-bat. So he's 1 for 2. 5-run lead for the Harbourcats here in the third inning. Runner on first for Victoria. Isaac Keene from the first base side of the rubber. Runner's going. A swing and a miss. It gets away from Levings. And it will be a stolen base for Grady Morgan. Slides past the bag, but no throws. He doesn't have to worry about losing his position on second base. The turf runs fast here at the Rourke, and so guys who are used to natural surface might struggle with sliding a bit and overrunning the base, which Grady Morgan does, but gets credit for a stolen base. No balls and 2 strikes to Josiah Brown. 2 down in the third inning. Isaac Keene throws low on the changeup. And ball 1 to Brown, who is 5 for 11 so far this year. Plays for UC Santa Barbara. We'll probably see one of his Gaucho teammates, Ryan Harvey, will start a game sometime soon, perhaps this weekend. Isaac Keene looking back, then the 1-2 pitch is on the outside corner, taken. Strike 3. Isaac Keene starts and ends the inning with punch-outs, but along the way, Victoria scores 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Victoria gets 2 runs, and they lead 7-2.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Welcome back on the Raptors live stream. We're on to the bottom of the third inning here in Ridgefield. Top of the order coming up for the Raptors. They're scoring 2 runs last inning, but Victoria cancels it right out. 2 of their own. And so the difference right now is that string of 2-out base hits in the second inning when Victoria scored 5, and now they're up by 5. Bottom of the third inning. Victoria 7, Ridgefield 2. Noah Takis back on the mound for the Harbourcats. And misses outside to Jake Sukata out of the University of Portland. Left-hand hitter, second baseman today for Ridgefield. 1-0 pitch to him is taken low. Ball 1 to Sukata. Ridgefield wearing the home maroon uniforms. Victoria in the navy blues. Coming down today from Victoria. Played a home game last night against Wenatchee. Missing outside is Noah Takis. It's 3-0 to Jake Sukata. Mikey Kane on deck. Trent Prokes will follow for the Raptors. Here's the 3-0. Sukata taking all the way. It's just outside, ball 4. And a 4-pitch walk to begin the bottom of the third inning. So Mikey Kane, who singled in the first, gets his second at-bat of the day. Right-hand hitter. His brother Doyle playing first base. His parents, Mike and Lindy, here at the ballpark tonight.
Your shortstop, Mikey Kane.
Taking a nice little vacation. They're both teachers, and so they can spend some time up here in the Pacific Northwest. They live in Santa Clarita, California. And so they've been here for a little while, a couple of weeks now, and even went up to Canada with the team. And they're still here in Ridgefield. We'll go back in about a week from now. It's good to see Mike and Lindy here at the ballpark watching their 2 sons. Their only 2 kids play well for Ridgefield. Here's the first pitch to Mikey Kane. Bloop down the right field line, fairly well hit. Towards the line, and it lands fair, then bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. We'll put runners on second and third. Mikey Kane gets his team leading 5th double of the year. He's 2 for 2 today.
And that's a Ridgefield double.
Down the right field line and a ground rule double. Actually hurts Ridgefield. Sukata might have scored on the play. But with nobody out, and Trent Prokes coming up, who's hitting over 400 on the year, Ridgefield still feels pretty good about their chances of getting Sukata home at some point this inning. After Mikey Kane's ground rule double. Runners in second and third for the Raptors, down by 5. Trent Prokes takes an off-speed pitch for a ball, and it's 1-0. So right after Mikey Kane, for the first time this season, goes hitless and does not walk. He had done one or the other every game this year, and then gets a single and a double to begin this ball game. There's the 1-0 to Trent Prokes. Slider dots up the outside corner for strike 1. Will Chambers on deck for the Raptors. Isaac Lovings is after him. The wind blowing out towards right field here at the Rourke. 2 runners in scoring position for the Raptors. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 2-seam fastball away from Trent Prokes, 2-1. Prokes hitting .426 to lead the team in batting average. He's batting third today. Only 4 players in the West Coast League have more hits than him. He's got 23. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Grounder towards third. The runners go. The third baseman, Gonzalez, thinks about throwing home. Waits too long. Throws to first, and the call is made out. Prokes is put out at first base. The third baseman, Gonzalez, waited, and Chris Cota walks all the way out onto the field. On that bang-bang play at first. I hope they ask just to get some help from the home plate umpire. Trent Prokes is still standing at first base. Chris Cota walks back off the field into foul territory and now chatting with the umpires. Either way, it's an RBI and a run scored for Ridgefield, but if the call stands, which most likely will unless the home plate umpire changes the call here, then they would still be an RBI for Trent Prokes. Jake Sukata broke for home, and that's what caused Gonzalez some trouble, as he thought about throwing home and then took an extra beat, and at that point, there's no way he's going to be able to get the out at home. Still waited an extra beat too long, and Trent Prokes running to first. And so finally Trent does jog back across the diamond And that is the first out of the inning. So Mikey Kane stayed at second on the play.
Now at the plate is the big man.
And Sukata scores. So runner at second. 7-3 is now the margin. Ridgefield down by 4. And Will Chambers to the plate. Left-hand hitter, well, switch hitter, but batting from the left side against Noah Takis. Outfield shifts to the right. Off-speed pitch, and Chambers gets under it a bit, fouls it right back to the backstop. Chambers missiled a ball to right field. Hit the wall about 2 feet below the top of the fence and had to settle for a single on the play. Ended up scoring. He was leading off last inning when he had that line drive to right field. Now the right fielder, Clark Henry, is playing very deep, just a few steps in front of the warning track. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here's the pitch, off speed, again hammered down the right side, but he's out in front of it and hits the top of the wall on the foul ground wall and rolls to Clark Henry in right field. And so it's an 0-2 count, and Will Chambers has been seeing the ball well. I mean, he's getting the barrel on it, just a little bit too far in front of the off speed from Noah Takis. We'll see if he tries to blow the heater past Will Chambers. He has 0-2. It's got some options here, but Chambers has been all over what Takis has been throwing him. Just needs 1 strike, however. Here's the 0-2 to Chambers. Goes to the fastball, swung on and missed. And Chambers gets 2 really hard hit foul balls. Well, the second one harder hit. The first one on time with it, just straight back. And then strikes out in the third offering. 2 down, bottom of the third inning. And Isaac Loving's the batter.
40-year catcher, Isaac Lovings.
1 for 1 on the day. As a runner at second with 2 down. Ridgefield trailing by 4. Takis comes to the plate. A high ground ball in the second hop. The shortstop rolling. Fields cleanly throws to first in time. Rolling, excellent play to short hop that ball and get it to first in time. Ridgefield has to settle for 1 after a double by Mikey Kane to put runners on second and third, but the Raptors cannot add any more than just the 1 run. And so 2 hits and 1 left on for the Raptors. We head to the 4th inning here at the Rourke. It's Ridgefield 3 and Victoria 7.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our and go above and experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
My boss's son stayed in with Dean Stewart.
Isaac Keene to remain in the ball game for the Ridgefield Raptors as we hit the top of the 4th inning. The visiting Victoria Harbourcats, 7 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Ridgefield 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Welcome back to the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. I'm Josh Warden. Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream. Well, Ridgefield trailing since the 2nd inning when Victoria came out with 5 runs, cut into the lead a little bit, scoring 3 since then, but Victoria scoring 2 of their own last frame. And now Ridgefield trying to keep Victoria off the scoreboard this inning into the top of the 4th. Roberto Gonzalez, the batter. And the first pitch to him is hammered to left field. It splits the outfielders and will roll all the way to the fence. Gonzalez turning around first. He will stop at second for a first pitch leadoff double in the top of the 4th inning. to left center field and just smashed it right on the screws. And one pitch into the fourth, and Victoria already has a man in scoring position. Jake Skipworth, the batter, who has 2 plate appearances today. Both of them were in the second inning. And a fly out and a walk on the day with an RBI on the walk. Runner at second for Skipworth, who watches strike one from Isaac Keene. The ball is flying a lot different today than it was last 3 games in Portland. Already seen 10 runs, 15 hits in this contest, and we are just a third of the way through this ball game. 0-1 the count from Isaac Keene. Turns around at second a couple of times. The 0-1 slider is taken for a strike. Now, the last 3 games down at Walker Stadium in Portland, the dimensions are small there. It's just over 300 feet down the lines, and especially center field. It's only 335 to dead center. That's 30 feet shorter than Ridgefield. 0-2 pitches swung on, fouled back. And Ridgefield is not deep. I mean, straightaway center at about 365 is not deep at all. And even Portland is 30 feet shorter, but it was just a cavernous ballpark by comparison, just the way the ball flew. A little bit of wind and just something with the air and just how the ball flies there. It's not an elevation thing. It's, for whatever reason, just nothing gets out of the ballpark at Walker Stadium, except maybe down the lines. The 0-2 pitch here is swung on and missed, and Isaac Keene gets Jake Skipworth to punch out. 1 out here in the 4th inning. A 7-3 lead for the Harbourcats, and Chris Cota is going to come out and talk with Isaac Keene here. There is some activity in the Ridgefield bullpen. Keene got the strikeout on 3 pitches. Out in the bullpen for the Raptors is Boone Rush. And I think they're going to call for Boone right here. So the left-hander out of Lynn Benton Community College is going to get the nod. If that is indeed Boone Rush, there might be a couple guys out there. I think that's Boone. Yes, it is Boone Rush jogging in from left field, become the new pitcher for Ridgefield. So Isaac Keene ends up getting 1 out here in the 4th. Did his best work back in the 2nd inning when he came in and got the final out. Faced 1 batter in that frame. Struck out the 1 batter he faced there to strand the bases loaded. But then got hit around a little bit in the next inning. Gave up 2 runs last frame. And then gets 1 of the 2 guys out that he faced this frame. Isaac Keene gets a nice little round of applause as he exits. 1 out here, and Boone Rush enters for the Raptors. Left-hander from Lynn Benton Community College. First appearance in 12 days. Has gone 3 innings so far, given up 2 earned runs. And just 1 hit, however. He's allowed 4 walks, struck out 3. If he can find the control, he's hard to hit. Had a good year at Lynn Benton Community College this year, helping the Roadrunners win the NWAC, the conference that they're in. There's a lot of teams in that conference. It's basically a state championship, or even better if you really, there's teams all over Oregon and Washington, multiple states, and so the Roadrunners from LBCC conquered the NWAC this spring, and Boone Rush was one of their main starting pitchers on that squad. He enters in relief here in the 4th inning, and we'll try to keep the deficit at 4. There is a runner at second for the Victoria Harbourcats. Hey fans, by the way, Papa Murphy's is the official pizza sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors. The best fresh-made take-and-bake pizza, hot from your oven. Visit the new Ridgefield location for love at 425 degrees. So Boone Rush finishing up his warm-up pitches here. He'll be facing Michael Sukalis, with Clark Henry and Luke Chang to follow for Victoria. First game against Victoria here in over 1,000 days. It was 2019 last time, July 26th, 2019. Last time Victoria played here at this ballpark, or any game between these 2 teams. Fun fact about that game, pitching in that contest, a guy who's still on the team for Ridgefield 3 years later, Eli Schubert, Faced 4 batters in that contest. The last game against Victoria, July of 2019. Faced 4 batters, struck 1 guy out, did not allow a run. And Eli coming back for his 3rd year as a Raptor this season. Who knows, he might pitch today. So Boone Rush is ready to go with 1 out. Runner on second. First pitch from Boone is high and hits the batter as the slider comes out of the hand a little bit wrong from Boone Rush, and Michael Sukalis makes first base on a hit by pitch. So Clark Henry the batter. Runners in first and second for Victoria, and 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. The Canadian team's doing well today. Edmonton is ahead of Wenatchee 2-0 in the 8th inning. There's the first pitch to Clark Henry is a strike, so Boone Rush nabs the zone there. Kamloops and Port Angeles tied at 5 apiece. Another high-scoring game there, just the 3rd inning. Bend is just ahead of Ridgefield in the standings. Cowlitz right there, too. Those 2 teams are playing against each other. Bend is ahead 4-1 in Longview. Here's the 0-1 with the runner going from second. Slider for a strike. The throw down to third is not in time. A stolen base from Roberto Gonzalez got a good jump, timing up Boone Rush. And Rush was unable to get Gonzalez to take a short lead. Gonzalez kind of timing it perfectly and breaking just before Rush's delivery. Plus the breaking ball takes a little extra time compared to the fastball. And so Gonzalez steals third. The runner from first, Sukalis, did not steal on the play. So runners in the corners. 0-2 pitch is swung on and punched foul over the right field side. So Sukalis at first, Gonzalez at third, 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Victoria leading by a score of 7-3. Clark Henry out of UT San Antonio at the plate. Right-handed hitter against left-handed pitcher. Rush ahead of him 0-2, fastball high and away. Rush getting 86 on the gun. Has been high 80s before, lost a little velo towards the end of the season at LBCC. He was kind of sitting low 80s on the fastball, and one of his goals this summer is to get back up to the mid to high 80s. And he did hit 86 there. Good sign to get a little bit extra on that fastball. Here's another fastball lined right at second base. Jake Sukata leaps at the highest point, brings it down. Line out to the second baseman to retire Clark Henry. And that's the second out of the inning. Both the runners hold, and Sukata steals a run. That one right in between the outfielders. That might have gotten to the wall in the deepest part of the ballpark had Sukata not snared it. Maybe Prokes would have cut it off, but it would have been at least a single and a run scored. And now Clark Henry put down 2 outs, top of the 4th. Runners on the corners. A slider that hangs high to Luke Chang. It was a single and a walk today. He has scored twice. He's at the plate with 2 down. Runners on first and third for the Harbourcats. Boone Rush trying to get out of it. 1-0 pitch is fouled back. And it's 1-1 from Boone. Outfield playing a little bit deep to Luke Chang. The ball's flying pretty well here today. The wind blowing out to right field. Boone Rush comes set with his hands shoulder high. 1 ball and 1 strike from the southpaw. Here he comes. It's a changeup hit high in the air and shallow right center field. Jake Sukata drifting back. And the second baseman makes the catch. The inning is over. A scoreless 4th inning after a leadoff first pitch double and then a stolen base for Gonzalez, but he is stranded at third. And the Raptors put up a scoreless frame in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Victoria leads at 7-3 here at the Rourke.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A&A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A&A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban. or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A&A has just what you need to turn your night at the ball game into a night you won't forget. A&A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
We head to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Ridgefield. Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream. Doyle Kane will lead off for the Raptors after Victoria, for the first time in 3 innings, did not score, did get 1 hit, a hit by pitch, but stranded 2. And we are on to the bottom of the fourth. No attack is still on the mound for the Victoria Harbourcats and gets ahead of Doyle Kane 0-1 the count. Victoria with 10 hits so far. Ridgefield 5 of their own. Here's the 0-1 is outside for ball 1. Ridgefield did not score yesterday. Gave up a big inning in the third, 4 runs to Portland, and never really got rhythm offensively after that. 1-1 pitch, off speed, Doyle Kane, hard hit ground ball off the glove of the third baseman. The shortstop picks it up and safe at first. Doyle Kane beats it out on what would have been a 5-6-3. The shortstop, Josh Rolling, holds his hands up, and Doyle Kane is safe at first on a single. Off the third baseman's glove to short, and the throw is made almost in time. There's been a couple bang-bang plays there at first, and both coaches have made their mind known to the umpiring crew, and neither one successful in changing the call. Alex Sepulveda will be the hitter with a runner on first to lead off the home half of the fourth inning. 7-3 lead for Victoria.
Alex Sepulveda.
Sepulveda grounded out to the second baseman to advance a couple runners in his only at-bat so far. Now the first pitch to him is taken low for ball 1. Sepulveda has played the last couple of years at L.A. Mission College, Western State Conference, and he is transferring this year to a different school in the same league, heading to College of the Canyons. 1-0 pitch is swung on and popped up down the right field side. Coming in is Clark Henry. The right fielder dives, can't make the catch, and foul ground. And so Alex Sepulveda keeps the 1-1 count, or makes it a 1-1 count on a high arcing foul ball. Nobody out, Doyle Kane at first. College of the Canyons, of course, with Chris Cota, the skipper. Doyle Kane played there this season, so Sepulveda will not overlap with Doyle Kane. Doyle transferring this year, and Sepulveda will come in entering COC this upcoming year. So the Cougars will get some pop back in their lineup. Always had good hitters down at COC. 1-1 strike to Sepulveda. Change up. He fouls back. And it's 1-2 to the left fielder. Made his debut a couple days ago in the series opener against Portland. His first hit was a double off the wall in left field. It was a scoreless ball game. 2 outs, nobody on. He doubled off the wall. Then Travis Welker hit him in, scored the go-ahead run. And Ridgefield ended up winning that game 3-0. 1-2 the count to Sepulveda, swings and hits it high to right field. This one's got a chance to carry to the track, to the wall. See ya later. Alex Sepulveda lofts a ball to right field. His first home run as a Raptor. A 2-run shot here in the fourth.
Alex Sepulveda,
Alex Sepulveda notches one to the right field bullpen, 336 feet, and a 2-run bomb to score Doyle Keene from first. It's now a 2-run ball game. Ridgefield has scored 5 runs the last 3 innings. It's now 7-5 in the bottom of the 4th. Austin Cavaness the batter. After Sepulveda didn't get all of it, 92 miles off the barrel is good. It's not top level, but enough to get out with the wind blowing that way. And Sepulveda homers here in the 4th inning. First pitch is strike to Austin Cavaness, who got an RBI last at bat, a ground out, to score the 2nd run of the 2nd inning. Now a 2-seam fastball. He hits back up the middle, and almost a diving catch by Rolling. He jumps out to try to snag it, but Cavaness has himself a base hit. Right back up the middle for Austin Cavaness. And now he's on first with still nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Travis Welker the batter. Just good to see Austin Cavaness out there playing. Last time he had an at-bat here at this ballpark before today, he got plunked in the face, took a heater that kind of came up and in on him and was not deflected by the batting helmet. Just hit him square, kind of in the cheekbone, mouth area, and was able to get up, and now he's stealing on this one, hit and run, and Welker pokes it foul, and Cavaness will jog back to first. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Cavaness told me I never went unconscious or anything. He was okay, no concussion, nothing like that, but it was a scary moment here at the Rourke about a week ago, that finale against Cowlitz on Sunday. He actually walked down to first before getting removed from the game for a pinch runner, and then started the next game in Portland, so he was okay. 0-1 pitch to Welker is at the knees for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Welker, so Cavaness started the next day, now gets the start again today, has an RBI and a single today. The swelling is all gone. Basically, it says almost 100% clear. 0-2 pitch is high and away. They're throwing away, or a pitch out, I mean. But Cavaness was not stealing. Almost got picked off back at first. But Jasada Brown can't quite nab him. And Cavaness gets back in time on a pitch out to Travis Welker. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. There's the 1-2 pitch to Travis. Down in the dirt. Now Cavaness will break as the ball gets away from Brown. And Cavaness advances on a wild pitch. So runner in scoring position, representing the 6th run of the game if Cavaness can score. It's a 2-run deficit right now. 7-5 is the mark. Ridgefield trailed 5-0 in this ball game, but have not given up. Bottom of the 4th. Travis Welker, the hitter. Here comes Takis with a fastball swung on, and he did not get a piece of it. It's in the dirt, and he's tagged out. And so Travis Welker is down on a strikeout, 1 away in the 4th. Jake Sukata, the batter. A ground out and a walk, plus a run scored today for Jake.
From the University of Portland, Jake Sukata.
Cavaness in scoring position. Sukata the batter. 1 out here in the 4th. Takis throws. Sukata showing bunt and pulls back on a pitch down and away. The third baseman Gonzalez was playing about even with the bag or just behind it. He scoots up now. And now again, just playing a little bit behind third base. The first baseman Skipworth playing well behind the bag. Middle infielders playing kind of up the middle. Here's the 1-0 to Sukata. It's down. Rolling, the shortstop, playing in the neighborhood of second base, trying to hold Cavaness a little closer. Luke Chang in the hole at second base. Outfield shifted towards the right field line to Jake Sukata. Left-handed batter has a 2-0 count. 1 away in the 4th inning. Noah Takis comes set, looks back at Cavaness. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit well to right center field. It'll get down for a base hit. It'll score a run. Sukata will scoot to second as that ball got to the wall. He'll think about 3 and decide against it. A double for Jake Sukata, his 2nd of the season. This one goes for an RBI, and it's a 1-run ball game. Ridgefield comes all the way back, well, almost all the way back. A 5-run deficit with Victoria adding 2 more in the next inning. And Ridgefield is only down by 1 now, and there's 1 out, tying run in scoring position. An RBI double to right center field for Jake Sukata. It scores Cavanis, and now Mikey Kane, the batter. One away, as Victoria had scored 7 runs between the second and third inning. It was 7-2, and it was 5-0 before that. So 2 separate times Ridgefield has trailed by 5. Biggest deficit that Ridgefield has overcome on the year is 5. They've already done it this year. Can they do it again? So Noah Takis, after a mound visit, is now going to receive a second chat. And I believe they will make a call to the bullpen here. And so that's going to do it for Noah Takis. He started out well, but endured some trouble towards the 4th inning, and 6 runs have come in, plus another runner at second that he is responsible for. As Todd Haney comes out to make the change. We'll tell you about the reliever when we come back. Runner on second for the Raptors, 1 out in the 4th inning, with the Harbourcats leading 7-6.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, first retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Today, coming back from a 5-run deficit. They haven't done the whole job yet. They've scored 6 runs, coming back from a 7-2 margin, and it's a 7-6 ball game with the Victoria Harbourcats still leading by a run, but Ridgefield with 3 runs in already this inning, only 1 out. And Mikey Kane will face Dawson Herford, the pitcher for Victoria out of Western Nebraska Community College. The 6'3", 220-pounder will make his 5th appearance of the year. He's been effective. A .77 ERA so far, and has gone his last 9 innings nearly scoreless, 8 2/3 to be exact, without an earned run. And hasn't given up an earned run since June 4th, when he gave up 1 in 3 innings to Kelowna. So Mikey Kane, the pitcher, or the batter, to face Dawson Herford. Jake Sukata at second, representing the tying run. Mikey Kane from College of the Canyons, transferring to USC this year, is at the plate to face Herford. First pitch is high. Ball 1 from Dawson Herford. Mikey Kane doubled last inning, singled in the first. It was a ground rule double that bounced over the right field wall. Ended up getting stranded at second base. It was no outs. He doubled and never advanced. This time he's trying to make sure Sukata can advance past second. 1-0 pitch. He fouls it to the screen behind home plate. Trent Prokes is on deck. Mikey Kane, the hitter. 1 away in the 4th inning. It all started with a Doyle Kane single, Mikey's older brother. That bounced off the third baseman's glove, went to the shortstop, and rolling through to first, and a controversial safe call, and then a home run right after that. 1-1 pitch. Mikey Kane barrels it up to deep left center field. This one gets all the way to the wall and bounces to the fence and over the fence. A second ground rule double for Mikey Kane. This one scores the tying run as Ridgefield comes back from a 5-run deficit. It's now evened up. New ball game in Ridgefield. 7-7 is the mark, with Mikey Kane doubling 2 consecutive innings and ground rule doubles both times. This one scores Sukata and we're all knotted up. Both teams have 7 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Identical line score for Ridgefield and Victoria. And the Raptors still have just 1 out in the 4th inning. Trent Prokes, the batter, takes a ball high from Dawson Herford. So that'll end the line on Noah Takis, who looked really effective at first, but the final line will not look so good. 3 1/3 innings, he gives up 7 runs, all earned, 9 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Here's the 1-0 to Prokes, off speed. He lines it towards short and over the shortstop's head. Mikey Kane running around third. He's going to score the go-ahead run. Trent Prokes to second, and he'll stop there for another double. The Raptors take their first lead of the game. It's 8-7 on the double by Trent Prokes.
Not only is it another run knocked in by Trent Prokes, it's another double.
Also to left center field. It got past the center fielder Morgan, who tried to slide in to stop that ball, thinking he might stop Mikey Kane from scoring. But not only does Kane score, the ball got all the way to the fence, and Trent Prokes doubles. And now Ridgefield takes a lead. 8-7 is the score.
Put your hands together for Will Chambers.
And Will Chambers will be the hitter with a chance to extend the lead. 5 runs in on the inning, and Chambers takes a ball outside, 1-0. 1 out in the inning. This inning has gone single, home run, single, strikeout, double, double, double. 3 straight 2-baggers. 1 to right center, 2 to left center. And the Raptors just keep on knocking it around. 1-0 the count to Will Chambers. Herford to the plate, a high off speed. Catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Chambers, who has hit a ball to the wall today for a single, is now on an 11-game hit streak. It's 1 for 2 today. Trent Prokes at second base. 1 out here in the inning. A fastball that Chambers is on time with, but doesn't get the barrel quite on it. And it's a 1-2 count to the Utah Tech slugger. Started 24 games for the Trailblazers this year. Hit 250. Trying to get an RBI here to put Trent Prokes around if he can. Shortstop playing towards the bag. Big hole through the left side. 1-2 pitches above the belt. Ball 2. Ridgefield scoring 5 runs this inning. 1 last inning, 2 in the second. And they have just taken a lead. This is the first batter to come to the plate with the Raptors being ahead. 2-2 pitch is swung on and hammered down the right field line, but well foul. Straighten that one out, and that one's a goner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Will Chambers with 1 out. Soft wind out to right field, not quite as hard as it was blowing earlier. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the 4th inning. Dawson Herford trying to record his first out. Comes from the stretch. This one hit towards left field. Got some carry on it. Walker going back to the track. He's able to make the catch in front of the wall, and Trent Prokes will have to hold at second base. The wind not helping out there, going out to right field, and Will Chambers flies out to the wall. He's been stricken with some bad luck, with a lot of fly balls dying at the track. And this one is out number 2. Ridgefield batting around the order. Isaac Loving's the hitter.
Vancouver native, Isaac Lovings.
8-7 lead for the Raptors. 11 hits on the day. We're not done with the 4th inning yet. Here comes Herford. High breaking ball. Eye level. And it's ball 1 to Isaac Lovings. Ridgefield finally showing that pop. They got shut out yesterday. First time all year they had been blanked. And they come back with reckless abandon. 8 runs already through 4 innings. Not even done. 1-0 pitch bends away. Ball 2. It's not really that much of a surprise. I mean, if you look at the slugging percentage around the league, just individual players, take the top 30 players in the league in slugging percentage. So that's about 2 per team, right? There's 16 teams, so each team should have about 2 players among the top 30. Ridgefield has 7. Isaac Lovings grounds one toward short. 2 hopper to rolling. He throws to first in time, and the inning is over. So 9 batters come to the plate. 5 of them score on 5 hits, no errors, 1 left on. And Ridgefield takes a lead, down by 5. They score 5 this frame, plus 1 last inning. It's now 8-7. The Raptors in front through 4 complete innings. Just going to get more fun from here on out. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, careers retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
For the second time this season, Ridgefield comes from a 5-run deficit and turns it into a lead. The question is, can they hold on to it? They did last time when Ridgefield was trailing 6-1 to Walla Walla earlier this month. Ended up winning that game 23-12. And the highest scoring game in Ridgefield Raptors history, besting the previous mark from last year was 17. Today, Ridgefield has put up 8 runs on the board, coming all the way back. Trailed 5-0, they trailed 7-2. And both of those 5-run deficits, Ridgefield cancels out and now lead 8-7 as we head to the 5th inning. Boone Rush remains on the mound for the Raptors. He'll be tossing to Josh Rolling, the shortstop, who is 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI single and another single up the middle. He has scored twice today. He leads off the 5th, facing a left-handed pitcher for the first time. He's a right-handed batter, swings to the first offering and does not get it. Strike 1. Rolling, who plays for Sacramento State, stole second earlier today as part of his 3rd inning theatrics. Good stolen base, really good jump. And Rolling scores for the second time. Now the 0-1 pitch to him. High breaking ball nearly hit him and did make contact with him. And on an 0-1 pitch, Josh Rolling will be given first base. So leadoff man aboard for the Harbourcats. Josh Walker, the batter. Left-handed hitter against Boone Rush, who came in to face the final 3 batters last inning. Very first pitch hit the guy, but then he got a line out and a pop out. Jake Sukata recording both putouts. Now a hit by pitch to begin the 5th inning. A pitch high to Josh Walker, and it's ball 1. Top of the 5th inning, Ridgefield ahead by a run, but Victoria hoping to come right back up. They have got the tying run on the base paths. Boone Rush out of the stretch, tosses a fastball low in the dirt. And it's ball 2 to Josh Walker, also from Sacramento State. Got his college teammate at first base. He has an RBI single and an RBI groundout. A run batted in will be tougher here, but not impossible. With the 2-0 count, action count here with Josh Rolling at first base. Here's the pitch from Boone Rush. Fastball on the outer half, strike 1.
It's okay to root for your pitcher.
Boone Rush with a 2-1 count. And nobody out here in the 5th inning. Middle infield playing towards double play depth. Third baseman Welker well behind the bag. 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. High scoring game here, and so Ridgefield taking the lead, but a 1-run advantage has proven to be a quite slim margin so far as Ridgefield came back down 5. Victoria scored 7 runs between the 2nd and 3rd innings. Didn't score last inning. Now in the 5th, the 3-1 pitch is a check swing. He did go around on a breaking ball inside, and it's strike 2 to Josh Walker. He had 2 strikes when he singled to left field in the 2nd inning. Now he's got 2 strikes on him. He has hit both balls opposite way. Single to left field and a ground out to the third baseman. There's the payoff pitch from Boone Rush. It's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. The runner stealing without a throw, rolling head first into second. But there is a strikeout and one away on Josh Walker. Boone Rush gets the punch out. And the top of the lineup coming up. And so big strikeout to get one away. Tying run in scoring position, however. And Victoria has Josh rolling at second. Ridgefield ahead, 8-7. Grady Morgan, the batter. Left-hand hitter. And a fastball elevated for ball 1. Morgan has extended his hit streak up to 5 games now. Has 2 singles on the day. One of them hit the fence. Had to stay at first, but then stole second in the third inning. Came in hitting .354. Want to know the count from Boone Rush, and a fastball up and in. He's been getting behind each hitter, but did come back to strike out Josh Walker. Was behind 3-1. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out to Grady Morgan. Outfield playing straight up. The wind picking up just a little bit to right field. The 2-0 pitch is located well and fouled back. 2-1 the count from Boone Rush.
Who wants a free taco from Taco Bell?
6 strikeouts on the day for Ridgefield. A 7th would mean free tacos for all the fans from Taco Bell. 2-1 the count from Boone Rush to Grady Morgan with 1 out and a runner on second, rolling, dancing back and forth, and gets Boone Rush to step off the rubber and looking back to the bag. Morgan the hitter, Jasada Brown is on deck. Boone Rush the long pause. Here's the 2-1 breaking ball in there for strike 2. After Boone Rush had missed his spot a few times last at bat and then got behind 2-0, finds 2 consecutive strikes. 2-2 the count, 1 away here in the 5th. 1-run lead for the Raptors. Boone Rush comes set. Can he get one more in there? The 2-2 pitch is outside. Not by a lot, but it is a ball off the plate, full count. First base is open. Grady Morgan, who does lead the team with 14 walks coming in already. 1 ball away from getting his 15th. The payoff pitch from Boone Rush. Here it comes. It is outside. And ball 4. And Jasada Brown will be the hitter with 2 aboard, 1 away. And that might be it for Boone Rush. Chris Cota is walking out to the mound, and he will make the call. And so with runners in first and second, it's going to be Harrison Howell to come in out of the University of Portland. And so Howell will enter with 1 away in the 5th inning and trying to cling to a lead now for the first time. Ridgefield playing in the field with an advantage, but that lead is slim. Tying run in scoring position, go-ahead run at first base, and Harrison Howell will come in to face Jasada Brown. Boone Rush walks off the field after getting 2 outs last inning and 1 out this frame. Is responsible for the runners in first and second. He does not give up a hit, but does give up 3 free passes, and has completed 1 inning in total. And whether or not that's a scoreless inning or he could give up as many as 2 runs, that's dependent on what Harrison Howell can do. Right-handed pitcher from the University of Portland.
Papa Murphy's is the official pizza sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
And he comes in after making 1 appearance in the Portland series, making his 5th appearance overall. He went 1 scoreless inning, went 1-2-3 during the shutout 3 days ago. He has overall given up 7 earned runs in 5 2/3 innings. He is 1-0 on the year. Has 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 7 hits. Ridgefield Baseball brought to you in part by Les Schwab. The Les Schwab left field platform. It's a perfect spot for your group, business, church, or league to enjoy a Raptors game. Visit ridgefieldraptors.com for more information about reserving this great spot for your group. Good number of fans out there in left field, and that patio platform out in left available for reservation. Might see some home runs out there. Seen one today, was out to right field where the grassy berm is, and some fans picnicking out there in right. Beautiful venue here at the Rourke, and beautiful day for baseball. Sunset coming up in still a whiles away, in fact. Ridgefield, 76 degrees here in Clark County. Sunset at 9:05 tonight. No rain expected at any point during the 6-game homestand beginning tonight. Should be about 92 high tomorrow, 97 on Sunday, but by the time the game starts tomorrow, should be down pleasant low 80s, high 70s perhaps. And then more calmer temperatures, mid-70s for the home series against Portland Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Each of those games at 6:35. Harrison Howell ready to go to start out against Jasada Brown, the catcher for Victoria, who has an RBI opportunity. Tying run at second base, 1 out in the 5th inning. Ridgefield ahead. Here comes Howell's first pitch. Breaking ball hit high and deep to center field. Austin Cavanagh going back. It's off the top of the batter's eye. The runners will advance 90 feet, and Brown gets back to first, and now they've got him picked off at third base. Rolling got caught between second and third. Now 2 runners at third base. Lovings runs it back. He should tag both. He tags both. He tags Rolling second, and Lovings is going to get an out here. It's the trail runner. I thought Rolling was off the bag. The trail runner would be out. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's the correct call. So Grady Morgan is out on the play. Now Chris Cota is saying Rolling was off the bag, but if he was off the bag and gets tagged out, then Morgan can stand on third, so it wouldn't be a double play. It's just which guy is out. I thought Rolling was off the bag when he got tagged. Now if they're both on the bag, the trail runner is the one who's out. And the umpires ruled that both were standing on the bag, and so Morgan is out. Either way, a guy's out. You're not going to get a double play unless Rolling was off the bag, tag him, and then Morgan would step off thinking, I'm out. But he didn't do that. So either way, a guy's out, and Ridgefield gets an out from it on a ball that hit the top of the batter's eye. It goes down as a double for Jasada Brown. But overall, it's not the worst situation for Ridgefield. They still have a lead and get an out of it, with Josh Rolling getting caught between third and home, thinking he could score off the ball hit at the wall, but the throw in from Austin Cavanagh was a good one. And so an out recorded on the play. Harrison Howell's next pitch to Roberto Gonzalez is low and away. And so a double to the wall, and Morgan put out at third. Josh Rolling now standing at third. Good decision by Isaac Loving. Smart kid. He's a veteran. Runs the ball back to third. 1-0 pitch is fouled away. And you'd much rather have that play at third than coming home. Better to, have the pickle. Welker came in and threw home quicker. You'd rather have the bang-bang play if there is one at the, the third base rather than home. And Lovings, once he realized the trail runner was coming up, didn't need to throw. Just run him back there and don't let the guy advance past you towards home. 1-1 pitch from Howell is swung on and fouled at the plate. And now Harrison Howell 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. They put 3 men aboard, with a third of them being a double, and they still haven't scored, which is pretty crazy for any team. But Victoria is still just 1 base knock away from putting in 2 runs. Go-ahead run is in scoring position. Big turning point right here. Roberto Gonzalez and Harrison Howell, a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Lovings. That's the importance of having a good catcher. And Isaac Lovings, good defender. Helps out with that tag out at third and then blocks a pitch there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Grounder down the third baseline and foul. And it'll stay a 2-2 count. This inning started with Boone Rush hitting a batter. Rolling got aboard via a hit by pitch. Then a strikeout. Then a walk. Then Harrison Howell came in. And the double put runners in second and third, but the out tagged at third base. So 2 away, and Roberto Gonzalez asked for time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Ridgefield ahead by a run, an advantage they just claimed last inning, and they don't want to give it away yet, or at all for that matter. Scoring 5 runs last inning. They're trying to hold on to it. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Howell. Fastball hit towards second base. Sukata backhands, bobbles, throws to first, picked out by Doyle Kane, and the out is made. Sukata had some trouble with it, but he gets the job done, and Victoria goes somehow scoreless in the fifth inning despite 2 runners being aboard and a double along the way, but no runs come in. Ridgefield holds on to the 8-7 lead. We're halfway through this contest. First half was fun. Let's see what the second half has in store for us. The bottom of the fifth coming up when we return.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Well, pretty fun fifth inning so far with Victoria trying to come back from a deficit for the first time after Ridgefield scored 5 runs in the fourth and nearly gives up the lead in the fifth, but Boone Rush and Harrison Howell pitched their way out of it. A double with runners in first and second leads to a pickle and then 2 runners at the same base, and a guy gets put out and then a ground out to in the frame. No runs for Victoria with 3 runners getting aboard, a double with the third of them, but no runs come in. Doyle Kane will lead off for the second consecutive inning. He began that 5-run frame with a single last inning. First pitch to him in the bottom of the fifth as a called strike. Ridgefield was down by 4 when the inning began, scored 5 to take the lead. So Hereford back in the game as the pitcher for the Harbourcats, and some chin music to Doyle Kane. And it's 1-1 to Doyle. Has 2 singles on the day, an RBI base hit in the second, and a leadoff hit last inning. Now swings at a pitch high and away and fouls it back. And it's 1-2. So the Kane brothers have combined today to go 5 for 5. Doyle is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Mikey Kane a single and 2 doubles. The Kane family with the parents here tonight. Mike and Lindy are on hand to watch tremendous performance. 1-2 pitch high and into Doyle. 15 months older than Mikey, the only 2 kids in the family, and they've done pretty well representing the Raptors and their own family. 2-2 pitch to him is swung on, a line drive through the left side of the infield. Nice attempt by Gonzalez, but the third baseman can't snag it. How about a 6 for 6 day for the Kane family? Doyle gets his 3rd single. This one to left field and another leadoff base hit.
Others are 6 for 6 at the plate tonight.
Alex Sepulveda will come up with a runner on first, nobody out. And those 2 have been teammates forever. I mean, Mikey and Doyle went to the same high school, St. Francis High in La Cañada, California. Then they went to college at the Canyons together, and they played summer ball together. Last year in Kansas, Doyle gets back. They were in Dodge City, Kansas together last year. Then in August, once that season ended, came to Ridgefield and played for the Raptors together. So they played high school, they played summer ball, they played travel ball, they played college ball, all together. Sepulveda takes a pitch for a strike. Nobody out, bottom of the fifth. Ridgefield ahead by a run. Now they will separate this year. Mikey Kane's going to USC. Doyle Kane still looking for a home, leaving College of the Canyon. So for the first time, they're going to be separate. It's going to be a new phase for both of them. Sepulveda grounds the ball to short. Slow roller. Rolling only has 1 play, and Sepulveda almost beat it out. Thrown out at first base. Doyle Kane gets to second on the ground out. And Sepulveda is put away. 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. And an 8-7 lead for the Raptors. Austin Cavanis will try to extend the lead. He had a single in the fourth inning right after the 2-run home run by Sepulveda. And it could have just been a 2-run inning. It would have been, still pretty good. Ridgefield had cut the lead to 2. But Cavanis was the one who restarted the string. He singled with nobody on. And Ridgefield tacked on 3 more runs along the way, including Cavanis. He's at the plate with a runner on second. Takes a strike. 1 out here in the frame. Cavanis out of Cal Poly. We'll have his parents come up and visit tomorrow. They're watching, I believe, on the live stream. Karen and Randy will make the trip up from Chico tomorrow and be in town for about a week. Here's the 0-1 to Austin Cavanis. It's away ball 1. Cavanis, who plays in San Luis Obispo for Cal Poly, and one of 2 brothers in the family. And we'll have his parents visiting here in Ridgefield. They'll get to see the beautiful area here in Southwest Washington. 1-1 the count to Austin. Swings and lines one to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. It'll score a run. Doyle Kane comes around from second. Austin Cavanis cruising in for a double. He's got 2 base hits on the day, 2 RBIs. The Raptors lead at 9-7 with Austin Cavanis notching another extra base hit.
Compliments of Austin Cavanis.
Doyle Kane scores the 9th run of the game for the Raptors on 13 hits, leading by 2 now, with Cavanis pounding a ball down the left field line, getting to the fence. And now it's Travis Welker to the plate with Austin Cavanis at second. Bottom of the 5th inning. Ridgefield has scored in 4 consecutive innings. Here comes Herford, a bunt attempt. Welker pulls back as that pitch was high and in the neighborhood of his face. And it's 1-0 to Welker. Dawson Herford on the mound. 1 out. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Off speed for a strike. Ridgefield keeps on coming back from deficits. They'll give up a lead and come back later. Second win of the year. It came back from a 5-run deficit. Then there were 5 wins in a row where they had trailed at some point during the game. Came back to win each time. 1-1 pitch, grounded foul over the head of Chris Cota. 1 out and a runner on second for the Raptors, up by 2 now. They trailed 3 different times. A win against Cowlitz on Sunday. Trailed by 2. Also against Cowlitz in one of those games. 1-2 the count. Austin Cavanis is going. The pitch up and in. Cavanis diving head first. He's in safely. The ball gets away from third, but it'll stay there. A stolen base for Austin Cavanis. He swipes third. And a great play by Austin Cavanis to get to third base. I think he lost his sliding sock along the way or something came out of his pocket. I think it came off his hand sliding in. And doesn't matter. Gets into third either way. Good steal by Austin Cavanis. It was a ball to Travis Welker, so it's 2-2 the count. Cavanis doubles and then steals third. 2-2. Here's the pitch to Welker. It's high, ball 3. With the top of the order coming up, Jake Sukata will follow. 1 out, Travis Welker at the plate. The infield is playing in, not totally in. They're not committed to it. They're still behind the base path, but closer than they were. Here's the payoff pitch. Welker fouls it back. He's the 9-hole hitter. As Jake Sukata on deck and Austin Cavanis at third base. Ridgefield already up by 2. Scoring 2 runs in the second, 1 in the third, 5 in the fourth, and 1 more here so far this inning in the 5th. Here's the payoff pitch to Travis Welker. He swings and nubs it down the first baseline, foul by a foot. And the at-bat will continue for the Fresno State infielder. Travis Welker, who grounded out in his first at-bat, struck out in the 4th inning, 0 for 2 today, but had a really good series against Portland. Had 4 hits on Saturday. Here's the payoff again to Welker. He gets under it into center field. Might be deep enough to score the run. Cavanis is tagging. The center fielder Morgan makes the catch. Cavanis is running home. The throw is just offline and late, and Cavanis slides in safely. Austin Cavanis turns the afterburners on, and Travis Welker gets credited with the sac fly. The Raptors lead at 10-7.
Just keep on coming.
2 runs in on the inning, and the top of the order coming up as the Raptors have scored 4 straight innings. 2 runs, then 1 run, then 5, then 2. And they lead at 10-7. Jake Sukata takes a strike from Dawson Herford. This is one of the better pitching teams in the league. Victoria top 3rd in terms of ERA in most categories, and now Jake Sukata gets hit by a pitch. For the 9th time this year, Jake Sukata, who leads the league in hit by pitches, adds 1 more. Jake Sukata has been hit by a pitch 6 times more than any teammate, and is first in the West Coast League in hit by pitches, has been now hit 9 times in 8 games. And with 2 outs, he's on first. Mikey Kane, the batter. Bottom of the 5th inning. 10-7 lead for Ridgefield. There's a throw over to first to get Sukata back. Now most of the infield in the shadows. The outfield almost completely still in the sun. The right fielder having to deal with the glare. Clark Henry holding up his hand over his eyes to shield the sun. Ridgefield hoping to stay at the plate a little bit longer and take some pressure off Trent Prokes, who will have to run out there to right field next inning. With 2 outs, the runner going, Mikey Kane pops it up into right center field, and for the first time, a Kane brother will be retired as Grady Morgan drifts over. The Kane brothers drop down to only 6 for 7 on the day between Doyle and Mikey Kane. A fly out to center field. But Ridgefield scores 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits and strand 1. No errors along the way. Fun game so far. We're through 5 innings, and Harrison Howell will return to the mound to try to protect this 3-run lead. It's 10-7. Raptors on top.
A .380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Well, there's 7 games going on around the West Coast League today, and this is the highest scoring one of them all. 10-7 is the mark as we move on to the 6th inning. Harrison Howell, the pitcher, with Ridgefield leading over the Victoria Harbourcats. Jake Skipworth is the batter to lead off the 6th. Harrison Howell throws a fastball low for ball 1 from the Portland Pilot against Skipworth, who hails from Cal Baptist University, the 6'3" first baseman. Has an RBI walk on the day. He's 0 for 2. Here's the second pitch to him. Big swing and a foul tap. And a 1-1 count. Trent Prokes now dealing with the sun in right field, playing pretty deep. Looking directly towards the sun, which is setting behind us, but still a solid half hour away from completely getting below the horizon. Top of the 6th inning here at the Rourke. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball just misses. Ball 2. From Harrison Howell. There is one other high-scoring game. Bend and Cowlitz are tied at 7. But here in Ridgefield, the Raptors come back from a 5-run deficit. They now lead by 3. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A fastball grounded toward short. 3-bouncer. Mikey Kane goes to a knee to field it. Throws across to his brother and records the out. Jake Skipworth put away. And 1 out here in the 6th inning. Michael Sukalis, the batter, had a good day, a single and a hit by pitch. Has faced 3 different pitchers and now a 4th. He singled off of Aiden Vespi, struck out facing Isaac Keene, got hit by a pitch when Boone Rush was on the mound, and now will encounter Harrison Howell. So 4 plate appearances, 4 pitchers. And now in the top of the 6th inning, he takes high for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Beautiful day here in Ridgefield. Pleasant temperatures. Get a little warmer tomorrow. It's the tailgate tomorrow. The C-Tran downtown tailgate before the game tomorrow afternoon. First pitch at 6:35. There's the 1-0 offering is high and away on the fastball. And it's 2-0 from Harrison Howell, who came in last inning. First pitch he threw doubled off the top of the batter's eye. Almost got out for a 3-run home run. Would have given Victoria the lead right back. But it stayed in the ballpark, and the runner from second got tagged out at third on a double. How often do you see that? There's the 2-0 pitch, and it's away for ball 3. As Rolling had to wait for that ball to make sure it didn't get caught. He was the runner at second. Then came around third and ran too far around the base, then got caught in a pickle, and then he was one of 2 runners that got stuck at third base. 3-0 pitch, and it's outside. He was actually the one who stayed at third. The runner from first was tagged out, even though Rolling was off the base. But it all worked out. 1 out was made, and then Harrison Howell got a ground out to end the inning, and no runs came in. That was last frame. There's a 4-pitch walk to Sukalis, and so Clark Henry is the batter. 1 on and 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. Right after that play, Ridgefield came out with 2 runs in the bottom half of that inning. So a big turn of events on that double. That was by Jasada Brown. First pitch is a strike from Harrison Howell. Gets ahead of Clark Henry. Gotten robbed. He was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and then made solid contact in his third at-bat, but Jake Sukata robbed him with a jumping snag at second base. Now the 0-1 pitch gets away from Lovings, bounces up the first baseline, but the runner holds. And a 1-1 count to Clark Henry. Really enjoyed the Portland trip. Just down and back each day. 3 games down at Walker Stadium. Much milder than it was last year when we played in Portland. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Howell, a fastball high. Low 70s during most of the game this past week in Portland. Last year when we were in Walker Stadium, it hit 108 degrees, which was the highest ever temperature in Portland in the history of recorded temperature. Then it beat it by 4 more degrees the next day, 112, and then 116 the next day. That was last year. But much more pleasant this season in Portland. Here's a strike on the breaking ball to Clark Henry, and it's 2-2. Runner on first, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning, Ridgefield ahead 10-7. Harrison Howell comes set with his hands at the belt for the 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. It's down in the dirt. Runner starts to go. Throw back to first and not in time. Lovings thought that the runner Sukalis might head to second. Then Sukalis broke back for first and got there in time. Now it's a full count situation for Clark Henry, the right fielder for the Harbourcats today. Harrison Howell shakes off the suggestion by Lovings, now agrees with it, comes set for the payoff. Here comes Harrison Howell, fastball, foul back. Put some extra mustard on it, got up to 89 on the heater from Harrison Howell. Been mostly 87 to 88. Outfield playing deep to Clark Henry. Right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. Another 3-2 offering to come. Here's the pitch. It is inside, ball 4. 2 straight walks. First one was a 4-pitch walk. This one much different. Took 8 pitches on that one. And that pushes a runner into scoring position. Tying run will come to the plate in the form of Luke Chang, but not before Chris Cota will come out to talk with Harrison Howell and make a change. Points out to the bullpen. And so it will be, I believe, Jet Lotus. Yes, it is, out of the, out of the University of Oklahoma. The right-hander from Yukon, Oklahoma, will come in. Jet Lotus to pitch for Ridgefield with runners in first and second. Top of the 6th. 3-run lead, but the tying run coming to the dish. And so Jet Lotus enters for the Raptors. We'll step aside for just a minute as Jet Lotus replaces Harrison Howell, who pitched well got the final out last inning. He's gotten one out so far this frame, but is responsible for the runners on first and second, and hopes that Jet Lotus can help him out a little bit and not allow those runners to score. Jet will take his warm-up pitches. We'll step aside for a moment and come back with the remainder of the 6th inning. The Raptors lead at 10-7.
Ridgefield Main Street supports the Raptors and is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. See you downtown and at ridgefieldmainstreet.com.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Yet another leverage situation in this ball game. There have been critical moments left and right, as I keep on repeating myself, tying run on the base paths or go-ahead run at first. Right now it's tying run at the plate as Victoria tries to come back after giving up a 5-run lead. They're down by 3, but a big situation for Jet Lotus. First pitch of the top of the 6th. He comes in, high fly ball to right center field. Austin Cavanis going over, and the center fielder gets under it to make the catch. One runner will advance. Sukalis gets to third, but a big second out of the inning. Luke Chang flies out, and now runners on the corners with 2 down as Jet Lotus comes in. First pitch and gets an out, and the tying run still at the plate, but 2 down, and Josh Rolling will be the batter. Top of the 6th inning, Ridgefield ahead 10-7 in this contest. Harrison Howell responsible for the runners on first and third. That high fly ball, and Cavanis tracked it down in the alley in right center. So now runners on the corners. Josh Rolling the batter. He has reached every time. 2 singles, a hit by pitch. He scored twice as a stolen base. 2 for 2 on the day. Right-hand hitting shortstop from Sacramento State. Good-looking ball player. First pitch to Rolling is taken outside, and Lovings chops at it, managed to keep it at the plate. Couldn't glove it cleanly, but kept it in front of him. Jake Sukata standing near second base. He's the second baseman. Mikey Kane playing in normal positioning as the shortstop. Outfield playing straight up to Josh Rolling. 1-0 the count, 2 away in the 6th inning. Jet Lotus uncorks a fastball inside, almost nicked him. That's 2-0. Rolling got hit on the second pitch last at-bat and almost does the same this time. He's also facing his 4th different pitcher in his 4 plate appearances. Here's the 2-0 to him. Fastball, he hits high and deep to left center field. Got some carry to the wall, and that one is gone. We've got a tie game on a home run by Josh Rolling to tie it up at 10 apiece. A 3-run bomb, his first homer of the year, and Josh Rolling knocks one out of the ballpark to left center. 3-run home run for Josh Rolling. Right after the fly ball, got the second out, and with runners on the corners, 2 down, Rolling pounds one over the wall, and we're all knotted up. New ball game in the top of the 6th as Victoria scores for the first time in the last 3 innings. They had gotten up 7-2 in the 3rd, but then had gotten scoreless in the 4th and 5th. First pitch is to Josh Welker, rolls over it to second base, and Sukata makes the play. So 1 pitch after the home run, and the inning is done. So top of the 6th inning is a big one for Victoria. 2 walks and a home run on the inning. So 1 hit, 3 runs, and none left on in the top of the 6th. Ridgefield tries to reclaim the lead in the bottom of the 6th when we return to the Rourke.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Well, this game has included 20 runs, 25 hits, no errors, and a couple of comebacks. Ridgefield canceling out a 5-run deficit. Victoria comes back from a 3-run margin with a 3-run home run last inning, and we are all knotted up, 10 runs apiece. And Ridgefield comes to the plate in the bottom of the 6th. Trent Prokes to lead off against Dawson Hereford, and takes a ball to open up the home half of the 6th. Playing just before sunset here in Southwest Washington. Trent Prokes, who's got himself a double, an RBI ground out on the day, which looked like he was safe on that one, so he's almost 2 for 3. But in the stat book, 1 for 3 on the day, takes another ball low. 2-0 the count to Trent, with Will Chambers coming up after him, and Isaac Levings would follow. Another ball low, and it's 3-0 to the left-hand hitting outfielder Trent Prokes. 10-10 tie, bottom of the 6th. Hereford kicks, and the breaking ball for a strike. And it's 3-1 to Trent Prokes. 10 RBIs now on the season with his run batted in on the double in the 4th inning. Here's the 3-1. It is just above the belt. Ball 4. And a 5-pitch walk to open the bottom of the 6th. And Will Chambers will come up to hit from the left side against the righty Dawson Hereford.
And with a runner on first, here comes Will Chambers.
Runner on first for the Raptors. And nobody out for Will Chambers on an 11-game hit streak. That includes a single off the wall today. He's 1 for 3. Outfield playing deep. Infield shifted to the right. Here's the first pitch. Big swing and a miss. Shortstop playing very close to the bag. Josh Rolling, more than double play depth. He is very close. Third baseman Gonzalez playing well off the bag, almost towards the shortstop hole. First baseman Skipworth holding the runner on at first. 0-1 the count to Will Chambers. And a throw to get Prokes back to the bag. Ridgefield and Victoria tied back up at 10 apiece. Second time that we've seen a tie score. Ridgefield knotted it up partway through the 4th inning, and Victoria tied it back up again in the 6th. Off-speed pitch. Chambers ropes it down the right field line. Prokes will get to third at least. Chambers is thinking about a double. Prokes is going to get to third and hold there. Will Chambers has his second double of the year. There's now runners on second and third for the Raptors. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Will Chambers cranks one to the right field wall. Second double of the season. Nobody out. And Isaac Levings, the batter. Ridgefield had back-to-back-to-back doubles in the 4th. If I'm counting correctly, that is the 5th double of the day for the Raptors. Runners in scoring position, Chambers and Prokes. for Isaac Lovings. Breaking ball, he watches a little bit high, ball one. Tie score, and I might not be able to say that for very long, but Victoria is playing the infield in, trying to do anything they can to keep it knotted up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's low and outside in the dirt. 2-0 to Isaac Lovings. Doyle Kane is on deck. He's 3 for 3. Isaac Lovings 1 for 3. A single to right field. 2 ground outs to short. 2 balls, no strikes to Isaac Lovings. Bottom of the 6th. Hereford kicks. The pitch is swung on and missed. It's 2-1 to Lovings. 250 average coming in. He's 1 for 3. Came in with 8 RBIs, looking for 1, maybe 2 more. Hereford with the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Lovings liked it and fouled it back. It was a hanger, but a bit high. Lovings saw it well. It was just, could he get on plane with it? And was underneath that one. Strike 2 on him. Ball 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Tie score. 6th inning. Big pitch here from Dawson Hereford. From the stretch, breaking ball. Lovings gets under it, hits it to right field, pretty deep. Clark Henry nearly to the warning track, makes the catch. Trent Prokes will tag and score without a throw. The lead is back in the Raptors' pocket. It's 11-10. Sack fly for Isaac Lovings. And that gives Ridgefield the lead. 11-10 is the score. Will Chambers also advances 90 feet. So an insurance run at third base. Trent Prokes scores the go-ahead run.
Raptor fans, let's keep it going with Doyle Kane.
And Doyle Kane looking for another RBI. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Fastball line drive over the second baseman into right center field. It might go for extra bases. Doyle sprinting for second. He'll get in there sliding. An RBI double for Doyle Kane. How about a 4-hit day for the Santa Clarita native? Doyle Kane pounced on one right over the second baseman, Luke Chang, who was playing in. Had he been playing back, maybe would have made the catch, but Kane placed it perfectly over him, and it got almost all the way to the wall and slides into second base. He's got 3 singles and a double today. His second double. And now Alex Sepulveda, the hitter, with Will Chambers scoring on that hit. It's 12-10. Sepulveda watches a breaking ball for a strike. So right after Ridgefield gave up the lead, a 3-run home run last inning, they come back for 2 more this frame. They can't stop scoring. 5 straight innings with a run. 4 of those 5 innings, multiple runs. Here's the 0-1. Sepulveda takes a half-hearted swing and does not get a piece of it. There's still only 1 out in the 6th inning, and even that 1 out was made on a sacrifice fly. It's gone walk, double, sac fly, double. That's been the inning for Ridgefield. The 0-2 pitch to Alex Sepulveda from Hereford is away, not by much. Ridgefield had 1 double in the 3rd inning, 3 doubles in a row in the 4th, another double in the 5th, and another double, 2 more in the 6th. So 7 doubles on the day for the Raptors. There's the 1-2 to Sepulveda. It's behind him, actually hit him on the back. And a 1-2 pitch that slides back into his lower back, an off speed that catches him right on the numbers. And Alex Sepulveda is hit by a pitch, still only 1 out. Doyle Kane started to jog to third in case it was a live ball, but he'll have to go back to second. Austin Cavanis will be the batter. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ridgefield already scoring 2 runs this frame. Have scored 9 runs the last 3 innings and 12 on the day. It's 12-10. Every run counts with how Victoria has been hitting the ball today. Austin Cavanis is 2 for 3. An RBI ground out, a single, and a double. Runners in first and second for the Raptors. 1 out in the frame. Dawson Hereford trying to handle the difficulty here. First pitch to Cavanis, breaking ball for a strike. A backdoor slider that catches the zone. Cavanis, who spent 1 year at Cal Poly, did not play due to an injury, but is able to play and be healthy here, seeing the bat or getting in the batter's box for the first time in over a year, really. 0-1 pitch. It's been inside. Swings at it and fouls it to the first base portion. 0-2 on Cavanis. That's tough to go, a lot of months without any live reps. Had surgery in December, and these were really his first times getting meaningful hacks. And he's hit well today, a single and a double. He's behind 0-2 with one out. Doyle Kane at second base. Here's the pitch, off speed. He's ahead of it and ropes it foul. Doyle Kane with his second double of the year to right center field. He was pumped up after it, too. His fourth hit of the day. Gone tit for tat with his younger brother, Mikey. Mikey finally got out. His fourth at bat, he flew out. So Mikey's 3 for 4. Doyle is 4 for 4. The two brothers have been terrific. Here's Austin Cavanis. No balls and 2 strikes from Hereford. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And 2 down in the inning. And now it'll be up to Travis Welker to try to tack on another run. Ridgefield scoring 2 to retake the lead. Third lead change.
Here's your third baseman.
If you count the tie to take away the lead.
Travis Welker.
As Doyle Kane takes his lead from second, and Alex Sepulveda not being held on at first. Travis Welker takes a ball in the dirt, ball 1. Welker has a sac fly in the day, an RBI to center field last inning to tack on an insurance run, and it was big because that 3-run home run for Victoria then tied the score rather than giving them the lead due to Welker's RBI. Here's the 1-0 to Travis. It's high, ball 2. Travis has had a good stretch here. He started out the year a little rough. He got a good debut, scoring the game-winning run against Kelowna, but wasn't getting a lot of base hits early on. His first 15 at-bats, he just had 1 hit. But he's come around to really hit the heck out of the ball the last few games. 2-0 pitch he takes on the inside corner, strike 1. Came back from Canada. Nick Allen, the assistant coach, who wasn't on that trip, asked me if he asked me, did he look good? I mean, he was 1 for 15, but did he look all right? Did he look comfortable? I said, yeah, he looked fine. I think he'll get in the zone and have more base hits, and now he's hitting almost 300. He swings and lines a ball to left center. That'll score a run. Travis Welker a base hit. Sepulveda motoring to third. He'll stop there. Welker into second, slides in safely. A run scores, an RBI for Travis Welker, and the Ridgefield Raptors lead it 13-10. Travis Welker scores Doyle Kane on the play, a single plus an advance, and the Raptors have 16 hits on the day.
Compliments of Travis Welker.
Alex Sepulveda goes first to third, and Travis Welker slid in safely to second. Now the top of the order coming up. Jake Sukata will get his 5th at-bat of the day, and we're only in the 6th inning. Dawson Hereford will get a mound visit. He has gone 2 1/3 innings, faced 16 batters, and Ridgefield has gotten some hits off him. 6 base hits, 5 runs, all earned. And now 7 hits off him with Welker's base knock. 2 outs in the 6th as Ridgefield has scored in 5 consecutive innings. 2 runs in the 2nd, 1 run in the 3rd, a 5 spot in the 3rd inning. 2 more runs the next inning, 3 more runs the inning after that, and this inning isn't even over yet. 13 runs in the last 5 innings. And so Dawson Hereford will exit from this contest after Travis Welker's single and gets into second on the play. We'll take a break and come back for the remainder of the 6th inning. Ridgefield leads at 13-10 here on this series opener against Victoria.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health Services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
New pitcher for the Victoria Harbourcats is Sam Walbridge, left-hander from Texas State. He'll be facing the top of the order for the Ridgefield Raptors, who have just been lights out offensively today. 16 hits, 13 runs. Raptors have not committed an error. They have nearly batted around the order this inning. This inning all started with a walk by Trent Prokes, and then a double by Chambers, a sac fly by Lovings, a double by Doyle Kane. Sepulveda got hit by a pitch. Travis Welker added an RBI single, and that forced out Dawson Herford from the game. Welker is on second, Sepulveda on third. Bottom of the sixth inning, Ridgefield 13, Victoria 10. Still a close game. Sukana trying to create some real distance here with two in scoring position. Walbridge's first pitch of the day is a called strike to Ridgefield's second baseman from the University of Portland, Jake Sukata. Walbridge making his second appearance as a Harbourcat, went one scoreless inning against Wenatchee 2 days ago. The 0-1 from Sam Walbridge is a fastball in on the hands. Oh, called a strike. And it's 0-2. Sukata kind of smiles about it and will step back in. Behind 0-2 with two down. Runners in second and third. Here's the two-strike pitch. It is away from the catcher. Sepulveda thinks about going, but Brown is able to track it down, and so the runners hold. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 down. Outfield playing not too deep, except in right field. Sam Walbridge comes set. The 6'5 left-hander comes to the plate. 1-2, buries it. Ball 2 at 94 on the gun. Sukata, who has a double on the day, and a walk and a hit by pitch. He's scored twice. Getting his 5th plate appearance on the evening, just the 6th inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Walbridge. Swung on, ground ball right at third base. Gonzalez fields cleanly, throws across. Kind of went into his glove more than he gloved the ball himself, but he gets the out. Ridgefield brings up 8 batters to the plate in the 6th inning, scores 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and strands 2 in scoring position. And we are done with 6 innings from Ridgefield, and what a 6-inning stint it has been. Are we going to keep on scoring? We might hit 30 runs between these two teams before it's all said and done. We head to the 7th when we return. Ridgefield ahead 13-10.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran. Our community, our promise.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Jet Lotus returns to the mound for the Ridgefield Raptors to try to hold on to a 3-run lead. He'll be facing the top of the order. Grady Morgan, the batter for Victoria, in the top of the 7th. First pitch is a strike. Through 6 innings from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex, Victoria, and listen closely, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Ridgefield, 13 runs, 16 hits, and no errors. Quite the line score, and we're only 2/3 the way through this game. Considering all the runs and hits, it hasn't been that slow of a game. We are 2.5 hours into this contest, which is a long game, don't get me wrong, but 25 runs. Here's a ground ball in the next pitch, right back to Jet Lotus, and he'll run it to the bag and underhand it to Doyle Kane for the first out of the inning. A leadoff put out. Jet Lotus fields his own position, and Jasana Brown will come up with a 3-run lead for the Raptors in the 7th. Hey, look ahead on your calendar 6 days from now. June 30th is First Responders Night. Special jersey auction featuring Clark County Police Department patches on the jerseys. All the proceeds are supporting Kindness 911, presented by FDM Development. That's June 30th. Here's the first pitch to Jasana Brown. Line drive back to center field, and a one-hopper to Austin Cavanis. A first pitch base hit for Jasana Brown. And that'll bring up Roberto Gonzalez with 1 out in the 7th inning. 13-10 lead for Ridgefield. Still 10 runs away from their season high in runs. Posted 23 against Walla Walla, game 3 of the year. They came back from 5 runs down that day. They've done the same thing today. Here's the first pitch of this at-bat from Lotus. A little slider at 80 miles an hour is outside to Gonzalez. There's a double and a single on the day for the Harbourcats. Right-handed batter watches the 1-0 with the runner going. It's in the dirt, and no chance to get Jasana Brown, the catcher, with good speed. And slides in head first safely. And a stolen base for him. 2-0 the count to Roberto Gonzalez out of University of the Incarnate Word. As a runner in scoring position with 1 away, 3-run deficit for the Harbourcats. Jet Lotus uncorks a fastball at 90 miles an hour. It's called a strike, and it's 2-1 from Jet. Second year with the Raptors. Plays for Oklahoma. His college team will begin the College World Series finals tomorrow, taking on Ole Miss. 2-1 the count from Jet with the runner going. Fastball down and away. The throw to third is not in time. The ball pops out of the glove of Travis Welker, and now a catcher in Jasana Brown steals 2 bases in the same inning. Steals second and third. I'd like to see Mike Piazza try that. Now runner on third with 1 away. And Gonzalez the batter. Still a 3-run lead for Ridgefield. The Raptors have scored in 5 consecutive innings. But right now they're just trying to get some zeros on the scoreboard defensively. Here's the 3-1 from Lotus. Fastball grounded right back to him off his glove, and he'll go for an RBI base hit. Mikey Kane scoops it up, but Gonzalez already passing first base. It's an RBI single for Roberto Gonzalez. And it's now 13-11, the lead for Ridgefield. Jake Skipworth, the batter, has an RBI. He's 0 for 3 with a walk out of Cal Baptist. So a 2-run lead for Ridgefield, top of the 7th. 24 runs in this ball game, 13 of them by Ridgefield. Fastball away, gets through Lovings, and Skipworth will see his teammate Gonzalez advance to second on a wild pitch. 1-0 the count from Jet Lotus. Now, just his second year at Oklahoma, just getting more playing time as he goes with the team. There's so many good players in that team, and only so many make the postseason roster and College World Series roster. So he's watching his teammates from afar play in the College World Series, and they've advanced through the bracket to the finals. Another ball down and away. It's 2-0 from Lotus. So they play Ole Miss tomorrow to begin that 3-game series. Oklahoma's softball team also made the Women's College World Series and won the whole thing in dominant fashion. So Oklahoma trying to be the first college team ever to win the World Series on the men's and women's side the same season. Never been done before. Called strike from Jet Lotus, and it's 2-1. 1 out runner on second, 2-run lead for the Raptors, top of the 7th. Sukata playing behind the bag. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It is just above the belt, ball 3. 3-1 to Skipworth. Jet Lotus enjoys Oklahoma softball. They don't get to go to many games. He can't just because of baseball's schedule, but he's been to one of their games, said it was crazy, the environment there. Here's the 3-1, hit high and not too deep to left center field. Cavanis turns around on it, makes the catch, and the runner will hold. Nice put out for Jet Lotus to get the fly ball. And there's 2 down here in the 7th inning. 1 run has come in, but the Raptors lead by 2. Last inning, Jet Lotus entered with a 3-run lead. There were 2 runners aboard. He gave up a home run that tied the game. Only 1 run charged to him. Has given up 1 this inning, but if he holds it there, the 2-run lead will still feel not huge, but just good to have 1 at all for Ridgefield, which has bounced back and forth. Down by 5, up by 3, give up the lead, tie score, back up by 3 again. Steps off the rubber and Gonzalez gets back. Now up by 2 at this juncture, top of the 7th. Michael Sukalis, the batter. Got a walk, a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a single. Here's the pitch. It's outside at 92. Lotus has perhaps the best speed on the team, highest velo. Touched 95, 96, I think even 97 once or twice last year. Trying to get that velo back. It's been sitting low 90s today. 1-0 pitch is hit high to left field. Not too deep. Sepulveda drifting over. It's the third baseman Welker going for it. He bobbles and can't make the catch in foul territory. And the inning is not done yet. With 2 outs and a foul ball on the third base side. Not the easiest play for Welker. And almost brought it in. And that puts 1 strike on Michael Sukalis. 1-1 the count. With 2 down, a runner on second, tying run at the plate for the Harbourcats. There's the 1-1. It is a little bit low, ball 2. Sukalis playing his second game as a Harbourcat yesterday, got his first hit, went 1 for 2. Added a single and a stolen base today. He's also scored twice. 2-1 the count from Jet Lotus with 2 down. Fastball in, gets to the backstop, and Gonzalez will advance to third. And now, if Gonzalez can score, we'll make it a 1-run ball game. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Clark Henry on deck for Victoria. Sukalis, the designated hitter today out of Seattle University. As a 3-1 pitch upcoming from Jet Lotus. Here's the fastball on the outer half, strike 2. Full count, 2 outs. Tying run at the plate here in the 7th inning. Here's the payoff pitch from Lotus. Slider, outside corner taken. Strike 3 called, and Jet Lotus strands a runner at third here in the 7th inning. 1 run does come in for Victoria on 2 hits and no errors. And Ridgefield maintains a 2-run lead into the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. The Raptors will try to add on to the lead when we return.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Has scored in 5 consecutive innings, and they do it for a 6th. Mikey Kane will lead off in the bottom of the 7th inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. It's the Raptors 13 and the Harbourcats 11. A back-and-forth, high-scoring affair. Somewhat ironic considering the proceedings from the Portland series when Ridgefield got their first shutout of the year, offensively and defensively. Here's the first pitch from Sam Walbridge of the inning, and it's to the backstop to Mikey Kane. 1-0 the count. 2-run lead for the Raptors. Got their first shutout of the season on the series opener, beating the Pickles 3-0. Then they got shut out for the first time on the year, 5-0 last night. So they turned 0 runs from yesterday into 13 runs today. Mikey Kane watches a strike. It's 1-1. And a big part of that turnaround has been the Kane brothers. Mikey, the younger of the two, batting second in the lineup, has gone single, double, double, fly out. He's 3 for 4. His older brother Doyle has a single, another single, a third single, and a double. So they've combined to go 7 for 8 with 3 doubles and 4 runs scored. Here's the 1-1 way outside, and it's ball 2. Both doubles for Mikey Kane were ground rule doubles. He ended up scoring in the 4th inning, and that tied the game. 2-1 the count to Mikey Kane, leadoff man here, and he fouls one back. Ridgefield's been getting the leadoff man aboard a lot. In the 2nd inning, Will Chambers singled. Sukata walked in the 3rd. Kane singled in the 4th and in the 5th to lead off 2 consecutive innings, and Prokes walked in the 6th. So Ridgefield has scored in 5 consecutive innings, each time getting the leadoff man on base. 2-2 the count to Mikey Kane. Here's the pitch. It is spiked, and ball 3 with Jasada Brown, the catcher, tumbling to retrieve it. And it's a full count to Mikey Kane. Jacob Sharp has picked up a bat, and he is apparently going to pinch hit for Trent Prokes next. But right now it's a full count to Mikey Kane. Leadoff man, here's the payoff to him, and it is down and in. Ball 4 to Mikey Kane. Leadoff man gets aboard for the 6th consecutive inning. And Ridgefield on its way to perhaps scoring for the 6th straight inning. Jacob Sharp will enter the game here as a pinch hitter for Trent Prokes. So Trent's day is done after getting an RBI ground out, a double for an RBI, and a walk. And he scored the go-ahead run in the 6th inning. But now he's gone, and Jacob Sharp will hit for him.
Coming to the plate as a pinch hitter, it's
2-run lead for the Raptors, bottom of the 7th.
Las Vegas, Jacob Sharp.
So Jacob Sharp comes in. We'll see if he plays right field for Prokes. Sharp does have 1 start in right this season. Prokes was manning right field today. So Jacob Sharp to hit here with a runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Walbridge deals low in the dirt. Kane breaks for second, and no throw. And a wild pitch to improve Mikey Kane 90 feet. As Ridgefield looks for an insurance run, ahead 13-11. Mikey Kane walked, and it's not been free passes that Victoria has given up. It's been base hits. That's just the 2nd walk of the day. 1-0 pitch to Sharp is inside, almost hit him. And it's 2-0 to Jacob. 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches, but the rest of the base runners, 16 hits. Nobody has reached on an error. In fact, neither team has committed an error today. Not a lot of strikeouts either. Ridgefield has punched out just 3 times. A lot of balls put in play today. Here's the 2-0 to Jacob Sharp. It is down, ball 3. And Sam Walbridge having trouble finding the strike zone. Did get 2 strikes on Mikey Kane, but walked him. And now Jacob Sharp is at 3-0 with Will Chambers on deck. Here's the 3-0 from Walbridge. It is right down the middle, strike 1. And Sharp has a 3-1 count. Mikey Kane at second, representing an insurance run. It's Ridgefield up 13-11 in this contest. Sam Walbridge looks back at him a couple times. Here's the 3-1. Sharp swings and pokes it into right field. Shallow, and coming in is Clark Henry. He is able to glove it and record the out. Mikey Kane holds it second. So a fly out for Jacob Sharp. And now Will Chambers will come to the dish, batting right-handed this time, with a runner on second and one away. Chambers has a single off the right field wall, batting left-handed. Doubled in the 6th inning, also batting left-handed. Now he's hitting righty. But the runner at second is old college teammate and Mikey Kane. With one away, here's the pitch. It's down and in. Ball 1 to Will. Came in hitting .340 on the summer. Has a hit in 15 of 16 games this year. In the only hitless game, he got 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and scored twice. Every other game has gotten at least 1 base hit, including 2 today. Here's the 1-0 to him. He slices it down the right field line. Pretty hard hit, but is foul. And a 1-1 count to Will Chambers. Ridgefield will also play tomorrow against Victoria, 6:35. And the finale on Sunday, scheduled for 1:05. Should warm up pretty good. Be the hottest games of the season so far. Tomorrow and Sunday. Bring the sunscreen. Here's the 1-1 to Will Chambers. Swings and a ground ball towards second. On the second bounce, Chang fields eye level and throws to first in time to put away Chambers. Mikey Kane does advance to third base on the sequence, and Isaac Levings will come up with 2 down, a runner on third. So Ridgefield 1 base away from scoring for the 6th consecutive inning, but with 2 outs, we'll need a base hit to do so. Doyle Kane on deck. 2 down and a runner on third, and a first pitch, a swing and a miss. How about the catcher production this year for Ridgefield, which has basically rotated between 3 catchers. Levings, Jacob Sharp, and Riley McCarthy have been the primary guys behind the dish. They've all been really good this year. 0-1 pitch to Isaac Levings is down, ball 1. They're all hitting about 300 and have combined for 6 home runs. They have 30 RBIs between those 3 guys, McCarthy, Sharp, and Levings. 3 stolen bases, 7 doubles. You compare that, if that was one guy, usually one of them plays. So compare that to any one guy in the West Coast League. That's a darn good hitter. 1-1 pitch, a chopper over the mound, back to the shortstop. Rawlings will have to make a quick throw. He does snap it in time, and Levings is put out on the ground ball. Well, for the first time in 6 innings, Ridgefield does not score a run. 1 walk, 1 left on, no errors, and no hits as Ridgefield goes hitless for the first time in an inning. We head to the top of the 8th. It's the Harbourcats 11 and the Raptors 13.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Well, new pitcher into the game for the Ridgefield Raptors into the top of the 8th inning. High-scoring affair, and Gary Hall will come in the top of the 8th. The right-hander will enter in the top of the 8th inning. 13-11 is the score. Gary from San Jose State University has spent 1 year with the Spartans so far. And now playing for the Ridgefield Raptors. Making his 3rd appearance in a Raptors uniform, has gotten just 1 1/3 innings so far in the year. Just joined the team about a week ago. made his debut against Edmonton, and he's pitched in high-scoring games. Well, actually, his two appearances have been very different. First game he came in, it was a 13-12 ball game when Edmonton was here. The next game, it was the only shutout on the year as Ridgefield blanked Portland. So he has pitched in the two most different games, the highest scoring game and the lowest scoring game that Ridgefield has allowed on the season. He now comes in for a one more akin to the former. 11 runs in for Victoria, but Ridgefield is in front by 2. 13-11 the mark. Clark Henry will be the first batter that Gary Hall faces. They're in the top of the 8th inning. 30 hits on the evening between these two teams. 16 of them by Ridgefield. 7 doubles for the Raptors. Here's the first pitch from Gary Hall on the day. It is a strike on the fastball. And it's 0-1 to Clark Henry, who is 0 for 3 with a walk and a robbed line drive, gloved by Jake Sukata back in the 4th inning. Gary Hall ahead 0-1. Steps to the plate and a slider for a strike. It's 0-2. Ridgefield came into this game with 10 wins. They're 10-7, just snapping a 4-game win streak. Victoria, 1 game under 500. They're 8-9. The 0-2 pitch from Gary Hall is just under the knees, ball 1. Good location from Gary Hall, but Clark Henry lays off it. 1-2 the count from Gary. Goes into the wind and uncorks a slider outside corner. Got him looking. On the outer portion, bending away from Clark Henry. Doesn't take an attempt at it, and he'll walk back to the dugout without swinging during the at-bat. A leadoff strikeout for Gary Hall, his second punch-out as a Raptor. And the 6-foot-tall right-hander has one away in the 8th inning. 2-run lead for the Raptors. Luke Chang to the bat. Gary Hall to the wind and throws a fastball at 92 miles an hour at the knees for strike 1. Ridgefield had a pretty impressive series against Portland this week, winning the first 2 games of that series by very different methods. 0-1 pitch, a slider just outside ball 1. The first one, a shutout. Now is just great to see 5 different pitchers combined for a 3-hit shutout of Portland, which is a good team. Then Ridgefield came back to win the next day in extra innings in a fight in Walker Stadium. 1-1 pitch just low, 2-1. Went 10 innings. Travis Welker, the game-winning RBI. Dropped the finale yesterday, but still won the series. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball hit foul down the right field side. Probably the 2 most impressive wins this year, at least in my book. One of them was in the Portland series. The first one was at Kelowna when Ridgefield had an 11-hour bus ride. Came into Kelowna and had to go right to the ballpark and then had to play an 11-inning baseball game. Went to extras, actually to the 12th. Lasted 4 hours and 23 minutes. As Gary Hall misses, make it a full count. And Ridgefield scrapped for a run in the 12th inning and won that game in Kelowna. Here's the payoff pitch from Gary Hall. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back. And Luke Chang took a hack at a pitch that was a little bit elevated. Fouls it to the netting, and it's still 3-2 with 1 away. The base is empty. In the top of the 8th inning, Ridgefield ahead 13-11 in this contest. Here's the second payoff pitch. Breaking ball, letter high, ball 4. So Luke Chang reaches. And now it's Josh Rolling, the batter. It was a 3-run home run, an RBI single, another single with a stolen base and a run scored, and a hit by pitch. He's 3 for 3, 3 runs scored. The Sacramento State shortstop has been excellent today. What does he have up his sleeve this time? He represents the tying run. He tied the game up with his home run 3 innings ago. First pitch to him is on the outside corner for strike 1. Josh Rolling hit that home run to left center field, a 3-run bomb that tied it up at 10 apiece. Ridgefield has scored 3 runs since then. Victoria has scored 1. But there's 1 on the base paths right now. 1 out and 1 on. The runner starts to go on the 0-1 and then holds. A slider down and away. And it's 1-1 to Rolling. So that Kelowna game was probably one of the most impressive. And the other one was Wednesday against Portland. On the road, Ridgefield having the lead all game. But Portland came back, and with a 1-run lead into the bottom of the ninth, Ridgefield trying to take the win. 1-1 pitch in the dirt with the runner going. Good throw from Lovings. It hits the runner off the glove of Sukata. It glances off of Luke Chang and stays near the bag. So a stolen base for Victoria's second baseman. And he's in scoring position for Josh Rolling, who's now ahead 2-1. 1 out in the 8th inning. Ridgefield had 1-run lead in the bottom of the ninth, a fly ball that would have ended the game, and it got dropped in left field to tie it. And Ridgefield could have folded right there, given up the winning run moments later, but didn't. Held on in extra innings. 2-1 pitch, Rolling swings through it, and it's 2-2. Portland had the game-winning run at second base, bottom of the ninth, right after that drop fly ball. But Michael Lozano got the punch out to end the ninth, and Ridgefield scored in the 10th on Welker's RBI to score Trent Prokes, and then had a 1-2-3 bottom of the 10th. So they shut the door. Each sequence after the error. 2-2 pitch with a runner going, a swing and a miss from Rolling, and the stolen base into third. Just ahead of the tag goes Luke Chang. He steals second and third in the same inning, but Rolling does strike out, and for the first time today, Ridgefield retires Josh Rolling. Had 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and a home run, and finally he goes down swinging. 2 down in the inning. Still tying run at the plate. It's now Josh Walker. Does have 2 RBIs on the day. Runner at third, 2 down, 8th inning. Gary Hall kicks, and a breaking ball on the outer edge for strike 1. Walker RBI single in the second inning, RBI ground out in the third. And so he is 1 for 4 in the contest with 2 ribbies. Has a chance for a third with a runner at third. The 1-strike pitch from Gary Hall, a slider, gets a swing and a miss. Hall throwing a rare slider to a left-handed batter. That slider coming into Josh Walker, and it wasn't a back foot slider. He didn't try to bury that. It was up in the zone, but Walker did not get a piece of it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gary Hall, we'll see if he flashes the changeup, goes back to the slider and gets a foul ball. And it's still 0-2 to Josh Walker. Also at Sacramento State, right after his Sac State teammate struck out, trying to pick up for his college and summer ball teammate. Trying to get a run in here. Victoria in the 8th inning. They're down by 1. Ridgefield trying to hold on to this 2-run advantage and hit one more time in the bottom of the 8th. Gary Hall from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Slider just down and in. And not by a whole lot. 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Gary Hall. San Jose State versus Sacramento State. Here's the 1-2 from Gary Hall. It's a fastball swung on and missed in the dirt and tagged him out, and the inning is over. Gary Hall punches him out. Josh Walker thought he might have got a piece of that one for a foul ball, but no such call is made. 3 strikeouts in the inning. Gary Hall strikes out the side, 1 walk, but a runner stranded at third base as the Raptors have stranded 10 today. They've also struck out 10. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Ridgefield Raptors 13 and the Victoria Harbourcats 11.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, cruise retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Raptors baseball brought to you in part by Day Wireless. Radio communications provided to you by local Day Wireless systems. For all your two-way and CD radio needs, visit Day Wireless. Doyle Kane will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Ridgefield is ahead by a score of 13-11. And not quite the highest scoring game of the year, but just about it. 16 hits for the Raptors, 14 for the Harbourcats. No errors for either team. Doyle Kane will lead off for Ridgefield, 4 for 4 on the day. The record is 6, set by John Peck last year. Nobody's ever gotten 5 hits. So Doyle Kane could be the first one to get 5 and stop there. Obviously, John Peck had to get a 5th hit in order to get to 6, but still, Doyle Kane could have the second best day in Ridgefield history in terms of base knocks. He's 4 for 4, 3 singles, a double, an RBI extra base hit in his most recent at-bat, and an RBI single as well in the second inning. So 2 runs batted in. Now he's leading off an inning for the 3rd time today. He led off the 4th and 5th innings. Ridgefield batted around the order. He takes a ball inside from new pitcher for the Victoria Harbourcats. Flynn Ridley has entered the game. A right-hander making his 6th appearance for the Harbourcats. He's from Panola Junior College. The 6'4" sophomore faces Doyle Kane to begin his relief appearance. The 1-0 is taken for a strike, 1-1. So Doyle Kane, who scored in 3 consecutive innings, the 4th, 5th, and 6th frames, scored each time and helped give Ridgefield the lead. Kane takes it down and away, 2-1. Ridgefield entered that 4th inning trailing by 5. Kane led off that frame with a single, an infield base hit. He scored, and Ridgefield took the lead later that inning. 2-1 pitch, swings and does not get it. On the fastball, 2-2 the count to Doyle Kane. He had just snapped a 6-game hit streak on Sunday and then went 3 for 8 in the Portland series. Already has more hits today in the series opener. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Doyle Kane. It's outside. And a payoff pitch will be next to Doyle Kane. Came in hitting .317, and the batting average is going to take a healthy jump after tonight. Gets a second double as well. Here's the payoff to Doyle Kane. He swings, ground ball towards second base. Diving is Chang. He can't get there. 5 hits for Doyle Kane in the series opener against Victoria. 4 singles, a double. You can't get him out, folks. You just can't. A single to right center field, and his 5th hit of the day leads off the 8th inning.
Well, since we got this started,
and Alex Sepulveda will be up next. 17th hit on the evening for Ridgefield. I'll run through the players and how many guys have, number of hits each one. And after this pitch, Sepulveda fouls one off the mask of the catcher Brown, who's okay. So for Ridgefield, 1 hit for Sukata, 3 for Mikey Kane, 2 for Will Chambers, 1 for Lubbings, 5 for Doyle Kane, 1 for Sepulveda, 2 for Cavanis, 1 for Welker, 1 for Prokes. That's been impressive. Here's a swing and a miss from Sepulveda. So every single starter today does have a base hit, and they've combined for 7 doubles. Sepulveda behind 0-2 after that swing. Middle infield and double play depth. Short leadoff from first for Doyle Kane. 2-run lead for the Raptors. Bottom of the 8th. The 2-strike pitch is a bit below the zone for ball 1. Alex Sepulveda getting a home run today. 7 doubles as a team. 1 dinger. It was Alex Sepulveda with a home run to right field. Ridgefield still trailed by 2 runs after his homer. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. He also got hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 3 on the day, with 2 ground outs and that home run, 336 feet off the barrel to the bullpen in right field. Took it opposite way. 2-2 pitch, it's in on the hands. He fouls it, a high bouncer to the Victoria dugout on the first base side. And Nick Allen will trot in to retrieve it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first for the Raptors, Doyle Kane, who has been busy today on the base paths, reaching all 5 times. 2-2 count to Alex Sepulveda. Here's the pitch from Ridley. It's high, eye level, and a full count to Sepulveda. Austin Cavanis is on deck, and Travis Welker would be next. Bottom of the 8th. 2-run lead for the Raptors. Payoff pitch. Doyle Kane is going. A swing and a miss, and the throw is not in time to get Doyle Kane. On a hit and run, he does not get contact from Sepulveda, but he still steals second. 1 out in the inning. But how about Doyle Kane to get 5 base hits in a game and steal a base in the same contest? He scored 3 times already. 1 out, and Austin Cavanis the batter. Bottom of the 8th. Cavanis, who's 2 for 4. 2 base hits, an RBI ground out. He's got a stolen base as well, plus an RBI double. He watches a ball outside from Flynn Ridley. Cavanis went 1 for 9 against Portland. Just trying to get his hacks in. Like I said, he didn't play this season due to an injury at Cal Poly, and so trying to get back into the swing of things, and this might be a jumpstart game for him. Takes a strike in the outer edge. It's 1-1. 2 base hits on the day. His second double. Came in 5 for 25. A decent clip, but nothing crazy, but he's got 2 big hits today. 1-1 the count to Austin Cavanis, and he takes it for strike 2. And they've been hits at critical times. And one of them was in the 4th inning when Ridgefield was still trailing. He got his first hit. And the other one, the RBI double in the 5th, when Ridgefield tacked on some runs, as Flynn Ridley will have a chat with Jasada Brown, his catcher. Austin Cavanis at the plate. It's at Cal Poly. Comes from a big flying family. His dad is a pilot. His grandfather was a pilot. His brother a pilot. He's not one yet, but he might get his pilot's license at some point. He says he wants to. He's trying to put a ball in flight here with a 1-2 count and a runner at second, 1 away. Flynn Ridley comes set, looking back at Doyle Kane. With 1 away, 2-run lead for the Raptors. Ridley looking back at Kane a couple of times. Now comes to the plate. Off speed is hit high in the air to left field, tailing towards the seats, and it will land in play, but a foul ball. And it remains a 1-2 count to Austin Cavanis. And he knows his planes. I asked him, he said, I studied a lot and wanted to get into flying and have flown a little bit, taken some lessons. And I quizzed him. I don't know anything about planes. I only know one. I said, do you know what an AT-6 is? And he immediately knew, yeah, it's World War II. I didn't know exactly what that is. And I said, I'm impressed. Said he used to read a plane dictionary when he was 10 years old and kind of memorized a lot of different planes and their features. And even a World War II plane, he knew it right off the top of his head. Here's the 1-2 to Austin Cavanis. Off speed, he pops it up a mile high in the infield. Gonzalez coming in, the third baseman, drops the ball. Cavanis is safe at first as Gonzalez bobbles it. And still only 1 out in the inning as Gonzalez looking up into the black night sky and unable to bring it in. And I suppose it will be ruled the first error of the game. Neither team had committed an error until now, and a dropped pop-up puts Austin Cavanis on first base. Doyle Kane stayed at third. And so Ridgefield, which who knows, they might need these runs. They're up by 2. After all, Victoria has scored 2 or more runs in 3 different innings. They could very well do it in the 9th, so you want to get any runs you can. As Travis Welker takes the first pitch, almost swung at it, but it's outside for ball 1. So runner at first and second, Doyle Kane in scoring position. Austin Cavanis at first, still only 1 out, 2-run lead for the Raptors. Bottom of the 8th. Flynn Ridley looking back at second. A 1-0 pitch to Welker is low. Ball 2 to Travis. He's had a good day. A sac fly in the 5th inning. Got the run batted in, got another RBI the next inning on a single and ended up at second base on the play. And this is his first at-bat since then. The 2-0 pitch to Travis, thinks about swinging, decides against it. It is on the outer half of the strike zone. It's 2-1. 1 out and 2 on for the Raptors. Jake Sukata on deck. he could get his 6th plate appearance on the day. Outfield playing straight up to Welker, kind of deep in right field. 2-1 offering is away for ball 3 to Travis. 18 hits. The ball game for Ridgefield, 14 for Victoria. It's been back and forth, but Ridgefield has just had a little more pop. Each team with 1 home run, but Ridgefield 7 doubles in the game. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Welker. Swings and a ground ball to second base. Might be 2. Chang underhands to second, and the throw over to first is in time. So Sukata will not get his 6th plate appearance of the day. Ridgefield goes through the lineup 5 times clean all the way through to the 9-hole hitter. And they hope that'll be the last time they come to the plate. No runs in the 8th inning, despite a leadoff single for Doyle Kane, and he's stranded at second base. And so we head to the top of the 9th inning. Ridgefield needs 3 more outs to end this ball game in a whirlwind win, if they can get it. But it will be up to Jeter Sherman, who has a save opportunity here in the top of the 9th inning. He will take his warm-up pitches and will return for the top of the 9th when we come back. Stay with us on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, cruise retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
3 more outs to get what would be a momentous win for Ridgefield to come back from a 5-run deficit for the 2nd time this season. They lead by 2. Top of the 9th inning. Jeter Sherman into the game, and his first pitch of the 9th inning to leadoff man Grady Morgan is outside for ball 1. 13-11 the score, top of the 9th. And Jeter Sherman in for the save. 1-0 pitch is down, ball 2 to Morgan, who has 2 singles and is 2 for 4 in the day. Top of the 9th inning. Victoria has not scored since the 7th when they put up 1 on the board and stranded a runner at third base. A called strike from Sherman, and it's 2-1 to Grady Morgan out of Chico State. On a 5-game hit streak now, but might need another one to get Victoria on the board. Big swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Not that they need him to get on, but to score 2 runs, Victoria needs a couple base runners here. Top of the order, so it's Grady Morgan, Jasada Brown, and Roberto Gonzalez coming up here in the 9th. 2-2 pitch from Sherman. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big punch out for Jeter Sherman. 11th strikeout on the day. Ridgefield with 7 doubles today. By the way, that does tie the franchise record. Ridgefield had 7 doubles in a game against Bellingham last year and 7 doubles in a game against Cowlitz in 2019. 3rd time that Ridgefield has gotten 7 doubles. Never more than that. They got 7 again tonight. With 1 out, top of the 9th inning, first pitch is a called strike to Jasada Brown. Ridgefield with 13 runs in the ball game. Most hits Ridgefield has ever had is 22. They're at 17 tonight. Jeter Sherman comes set with the 0-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Sherman looking for his 2nd save as a Raptor. He's gone 10 innings now, including that strikeout. An ERA of 2.79 coming in. Pitched a scoreless inning 3 days ago against Portland. Got the save. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball towards third. Welker has to run in on it. Takes an extra step after fielding and whirls it to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. And Ridgefield has 1 out away now from a comeback victory. Got down 5-0. Got down 7-2. Came back to tie it in the 4th. Took a lead and then gave up that lead on a 3-run home run a couple innings later. Reclaimed the lead the bottom half of that inning with 3 runs of their own. Ridgefield now leads by 2. The called strike to Roberto Gonzalez. Jeter Sherman is cruising. Fastball slider guy mostly. And has used both effectively so far tonight. 0-1 the count to Roberto Gonzalez. A fastball low and in. And ball 1. The game 2 of this series tomorrow at 6:35. As the players will just kind of collect their breath and come back tomorrow for what should be another exciting game against the Harbourcats. And remember, folks, Victoria is a good pitching team. This is not just Ridgefield beating up on bad pitchers. 1-1 pitch is grounded to short. Mikey Kane holds. Gloves, throws a little bit high. The tag by Doyle Kane. No, it's safe. Kane thought he had the game-ending out. Looked like he had slapped the tag on Gonzalez. Either Gonzalez had beaten it or he didn't think the tag was made. I think Chris Cota is going to ask if the field umpire can just request help from the home plate umpire. Did he get the tag on him? If that's why he was called safe. Now, if he said the runner beat him there, that's one thing. But if the field umpire said, I didn't see a tag, then the home plate umpire could help him out. They would end the game if they changed the call. I thought he was out, but, I mean, it was close, so we'll see. But 2 outs if there's no change and a runner on first, and they're going to call him out. The game is over. Doyle Kane ends it on a slap tag from his brother Mikey, and what a way to end the contest. Doyle Kane gets 5 hits, a stolen base, 3 runs, a double, and he ends the game on an athletic jump, catch, tag him out, game over. Ridgefield wins it in comeback fashion. 13-11 is the final score from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. MVP of the game, Doyle Kane. Second most hits in Ridgefield history. The record was 6. Doyle Kane is the first ever player to end with 5 in a ball game. 4 singles, a double, and he's the catalyst to help Ridgefield win this game. They were down by 5. They come back to win it. Ridgefield will play again tomorrow at 6:35 against Victoria. Hope to see you there, as the Raptors will try to get to another series win. They've won 2 in a row. The Ridgefield Raptors improved to 11-7 on the year. Victoria is now 8-10. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm Josh Warden. Hope to talk to you tomorrow at 6:35 from Ridgefield. Stay safe, have fun, and until then, so long, everybody, from Southwest Washington.